Back on the pod, did my lines, check the spreads. When the distance, now we're dropping these locks. Just the boys in the wheel to cash big. So many times, it happens too fast. You trade your bankroll for glory. Don't lose your grip on the almanac pass. You must bet just to keep it alive. So the pick is in it, it's the thrill of the line. Dialing up to the challenge of the books, and the last known survivor starts his edge in the night. And he's watching us all. The pick is in. Face to face, out on the air, hanging tough, staying sharp. They stack the odds, still we take to the square for the win with the skill to survive. The pick is in, it's the thrill of a line. Dialing up to the challenge of the books, and the last known survivor stalks his edge in the night. And he's watching us all. The pick is in. The pick is in. Rising up, straight to the top, had the guts, got the units. When the distance, now we're not gonna stop. Just the boys and the will to survive. It's pick is in, pick is in, pick is in, pick is in. The pick is in, it's the thrill of the line. Rising up to the challenge of our rival, and the fix might be in, but we're calling it right. Hayward's almanac, Jonah, Snoopy, the fight is the fix in. Is it all predetermined? Back to the future, future's looking certain. Tune in weekly for the picks and the laughs. Sports betting expert dropping knowledge on the path. The pick is in. The pick is in. The pick is in. The pick is in. Pick is in. Pick is in. Pick is in.
What's up, mofo?
What's up? What up? What up,
What's
bro?
going on?
Welcome. Say it.
Welcome to the Pick Is In podcast. Ooh, yeah, you're going to get a real cream of the crop type episode tonight, brother.
Step
What's
into
up?
a Snoop Jam. What's up, Snoop
No.
Vaughn, Macho Man?
I don't promote Slim Jims. Calm down. Actually, you know what? I do want to start something out here. It's a somber day in the Las Vegas community. Rest in peace, Mr. Kyle Busch. We don't talk about NASCAR a lot on the podcast, but this is a legend here that needs to be recognized. The
This
Busch
is brand new
family.
news.
Yeah, it just came out an hour or so ago. I grew up in Las Vegas. The Busch family's from Las Vegas, so it touches the old heart here. So I just wanted to give a shout out to the Busch family there. Rest in peace, Kyle.
Prayers to his family. Condolences. What up, Snoop? Another week of the Pick Is In podcast. What up, all you great people at home? Thanks for tuning in. We got a great show lined up. As usual, we try to go hard for you guys. We're going to continue this growth that we're doing. We have the great Carter Khan from Odds Odd Podcast coming on, talking all things NBA live betting and WNBA. He's going to be dropping a little class for those that don't know anything about WNBA, like myself. So I'm going to be taking notes.
That's what this podcast needs, is a little class. So,
Right. So first hour, we're gonna go over our NBA news, some funnies, NFL stuff, go through all of that as well. But in the second hour, that's when we'll have Carter on. What we got?
What up, Chaz? That's Chaz. Something for the Head. Everybody go check out Something for the Head podcast, hosted by Chaz Stumbo. He's a bad mofo. Go check him out. He's he's part of the family, this guy.
Chaz is awesome.
Yeah, I
That's
love this dude. I'm proud to call him a friend for 30 something fucking years or so. Did I say fuck already? Like we made it. It's over 5 minutes. I think we'll be okay.
So all you great people at home, cheers to all you, and cheers to Snoop Von Poop, my brother
Oh,
from another.
cheers to you, Haywood.
I like the new updated background. Look sharp, brother. Look sharp. And I finally came up a little bit today. Finally got some new headphones and got the background. So let's rock.
I didn't even have to mess with your audio today. Man. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Just like the new Devin Booker shoes. Ooh.
First, before we get into everything, Snoop, tell the folks at home where we can find all of the great work that we do.
It's a little place called filmboothpodcast.substack.com. And dude, there's so much content on here. Listen, you'd be a fool not to go here and just check it out because you get access to, I don't even know how many podcasts are on there anymore. It doesn't even matter, but it's cheaper than your Netflix subscription. It's cheaper than a Paramount Plus subscription. So just go get it. Dude, there's so much content on there. And guess what? They got a merch store. Click on that bad boy. There's tons of merch on there. The Pick Is In shirt should be on there. We had some problems uploading it to the website yesterday, so it may not show up on there, but I promise you folks, it is there. The Pick Is In shirt is available. We'll have to double check the website again. It is there though. I was talking to our web server yesterday, and it should be on there. So everybody, go get a Pick Is In t-shirt. Grab a Here's the Thing t-shirt. Grab a Phone Booth t-shirt. Dude, it's all there.
That's news to me. Hell yeah, let's go, baby.
Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, the Pick Is In shirt is released. Welcome to the party.
All kinds of podcasts, all of our brothers from the phone booth over there, including Snoop Von Poops, Here's the Thing podcast, which you can check out Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. EST.
It's true. I do host a podcast called Here's the Thing, and it is available on phoneboothpodcast.substack.com.
Don't forget to check it out. Check us out at YouTube at The Pick Is In. We're growing this page, everybody. Let's keep it going. We love all the support that we're getting out there. That would be awesome if you can keep just helping us grow. And then go check out my guy Snoop's YouTube page here. We got to give him some love. So, hey, his subscribers are climbing. So go give Snoop a follow and subscribe on his YouTube as well. So thank you to all the people at home. And then check us out on Rumble at The Pick Is In. And you have a Rumble as well, don't you, Snoop? At Snoop Von Poop?
Sure do.
All right. Okay, cool. I'll have that ready next time.
Oh,
I'll make sure.
I remember my fucking 43rd podcast.
I think that's what number it is, too.
Is it really?
I think that it's
that
close.
was just a random number I threw out there. That's funny.
So all you people at home, chime in, comment, good or bad. Tune in, repost, like the show. We love all of you guys. So thank you so much to the subs and to what, Snoop? The Doms?
Hey, we love them all, baby. Subs and Doms. We
Cheers.
go both ways. We go both ways on the Pick Is In.
Cheers.
What do you want to get into first, dog? We got a hell of a lot to talk about today.
We do. Let's dive into the betting recap before we jump in the news. So I'll go ahead and share that. Always talk about the show's weekly betting recap. So 8 winning bets on the week. Actually went 16-24 in all of our legs, under 500. But we had 3 futures bets from the show from a couple months ago that did not hit. The Knicks and Denver, and then we had Denver and Boston with me and Nick. But all in all, we still had a good week. We won money, plus money, $93, so up to $32.74 on our bands for the year, $11.30 and $3.62 on all of our legs. So show's doing good. Turn your notice on for Haywood's bets, and you could ride and win some money.
There you go. Who doesn't like winning money? I mean,
Oh, right. Right. Who doesn't like winning? It's about winning money, right? That's what we should help the people out with. You know,
yeah, that's what it's all about. Winning some money.
moolah. So we jump in the bracket and then get in the news. Show the folks at home what's happened the last week.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, so we got the last 4 standing teams now in the conference finals in the Eastern and Western, respectfully. 1-1 is the Thunder and Spurs series after last night's game. We got the Cavs and Knicks. The Knicks are with a 1-0 freaking lead. They were down by like 22 in the fourth. If you rode Haywood's bets, I made a bet with 3 minutes left in the game with the Knicks down by 5, and it was about $125 win. So let's go. So the final 4 teams are available, or excuse me, are not available, are left. Forgive me. Dude, Snoop, the Spurs, man. That game 1 was awesome with Wemby, and I don't know if you caught any of the highlights, but hey, we got 4 teams left. What's your thoughts? Go Knicks.
Well, as always, I did pick the Knicks to win the East, and I feel like they're going to win the chip this year. It feels like their year. I don't know. You never know. Anything can happen. The Spurs are playing great. Gosh, I know they lost to OKC last night, but man, I still really like the Spurs in the West.
Yeah, that would be a great matchup, wouldn't it? Didn't they play each other in the late 90s? Didn't they? Spurs, Knicks? Didn't they?
Maybe. What up, Shiva?
What's up?
Yeah, gosh, I don't know. The Knicks were in. Was it 99? Were they in the finals?
Yeah. They're an A seed. They're an A seed, I believe. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. They played in the finals in 99.
Yeah, that's right. But I can't disagree with you, Snoop. Especially after that game 1. Dude, the Knicks were getting beat the whole game, down 22 in the fourth, and came back and won, man. That's freaking amazing, man. I think you're right. I think it could be their year.
Yeah. But you know what, dude? Maybe a fire has been ignited under Oklahoma City. Maybe losing that game. They haven't lost in the playoffs thus far. That was their first loss in the playoffs, game 1.
Was.
So that maybe lit a fuse to get them on track. You know what? I have some locker room footage from after game 1. I'm going to share it right now.
Did you see how I pulled his hair? I seen that, but I ain't gonna call it. Great job out there, Tony. Here's your bonus.
Commissioner.
Isaiah, keep hugging Wemby on every rebound. Trust me, you won't foul out. Shay, what the hell are you doing on the ground again?
Just practicing my flops, Mr. Silver.
Did you see how I pulled his hair? I seen that, but I ain't gonna call it.
So yeah. Maybe.
That's hilarious. You know what you should do, Snoop? Create a David Stern, Tim Donahue one for the Suns.
Okay. I'll work on it. I got one more little bit of footage that I want to share with the crowd here. Check this out. This is after game 1.
Shay Dildos Alexander, stop flopping like a fish. I'm tired of carrying your ass.
My knee!
There he goes, flopping again.
My knee!
Mr. Abraham Lincoln, if you don't stop putting up double singles every game, you're going to catch this fade from me.
You got that?
Now go ice that peach of yours. I know them cheeks are purple from the clappage Wemby gave you.
Shay Dildos Alexander.
That's fucking hilarious.
Right?
That's freaking hilarious. It's hard to watch them as a fan, man. It's just hard to watch them, how they play. I know they're really great, and they're a great freaking team. They're deep. They drafted well. They're built right. It's hard to watch them.
Let me ask you an honest question. Is there another team that's easy to watch?
Easier, a lot of them. Spurs, I love watching. Toronto, I love watching. Suns, I love watching.
You love
I wa-
watching the Spurs as a diehard Suns fan. You love watching the Spurs.
I can appreciate great basketball, and they got a great young team. Yeah,
Fair
I
enough.
still. But yeah, Lakers, I can't stand watching. But Portland, I enjoy watching. That's a weird team, right? Utah, I like these younger teams. You know, good futures for all of them. But I like watching their Heat as well. So
Oh, you know what? Speaking of Heat, I got some Heat news I want to share real quick. Check this out. Word around the campfire is the Heat are reportedly offering Tyler Hero, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Khalil Ware, the number 13 pick, and 2 future first for Giannis Antetokounmpo. What do you think about that, sir?
it's a lot. That's a lot.
You know what? The only part of that I really have a problem with is Khalil Ware.
I'm okay with everything else, just not rare. I agree with you. If you
Yeah,
could,
fucking have the rest. You know what? You know what? And this is not a popular opinion. I know. I would almost rather give up Bam than Tyler.
okay, so hold on. Question for you: if it was the same deal, but without rare, it's Bam. Do you do it? Is that too
Same,
much?
same deal, but swap Bam for Ware. Oh no, that's too much. Bam and Hero and 2 firsts. I mean, and the 13, so that's 3 firsts. No, that's too much.
Okay.
That's too much. But I would easily swap Hero and Bam in that scenario there.
Okay. So keep Hero and with Giannis and trade away your 2 bigs, Bam and Rare. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm just so big on Ware, dude. I think he's the matchup that you want against Wemby. That's what you want to see in the finals is fucking Wemby against Ware.
That would be awesome, actually. I think it would just like we've talked before. To have Rare with Giannis, if that happens, would be great for Rare's future. Just what he could teach him.
Let's be honest. Miami or Phoenix, I believe, is where Giannis is going to end up.
Ooh, that's
One
right.
of the two.
Okay, that would be awesome, right? One of our teams getting Giannis, and he's still got quite a few years. Yes, he's not too old yet.
Yeah,
He's still
unlike
plays.
yourself. I mean, shit.
I know, right? Podcast year, Snoop Von Poop is going on 60, folks.
But I look pretty decent though, right? For 60.
Pretty flat for a white guy.
Shit.
Any other Heat news? I got a bunch of news we could pump out. So
I don't know. That's all I got for Heat.
okay, I got stuff ready. When if you want to pull up mine, that'd be great. I could. So news in the NBA: SGA won back-to-back MVP awards, second in a row, 64 wins with OKC. So he got the MVP, which was announced earlier this week. The only guards to win back-to-back MVP, Snoop, Magic, Michael, Nash, Curry, and SGA. That's pretty impressive. Think about that because, other guards, that's like the elite of the elite. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean, Bob Cousy.
True.
Who the fuck talks about Bob Cousy? All right, look it. We're a well-educated podcast over here. We bring up Bob Cousy because everybody sleeps on it. And you know who else? Everybody fucking sleeps on, dude. John Stockton.
Yeah, he for real. 100% agree with you. Didn't you talk to about Bob Cousy with Carter? Didn't you bring that up to him? He's like, that's old school.
I don't remember. I've talked so much on podcasts that maybe I don't know.
But SGA is the MVP. And then check this out, Snoop. With the Spurs and Thunder meeting in the Western Conference Finals, it's the first series between 62-plus wins teams since 1998. So that's pretty interesting. Some great teams with both those teams this year. And then in other news, I want to pull up if I can actually pull it up here. So, Oklahoma City's Jalen Williams will be evaluated day to day, game to game with a left hamstring injury. Sources tell ESPN he'll undergo treatment and return based on how he feels recovering from a second injury to the same hamstring in under a month. And then in other news, if I could pull it up, shoot, son of a gun, it's my first podcast. Snoop, sorry about that.
That was your
De'Aaron-
43rd.
all right, all right.
Oh, you know what, dude? Hold on. Before you read this, let's talk about De'Aaron Fox for a second. Imagine if the Spurs had De'Aaron Fox right now, how they'd be playing,
That's kind of scary.
right?
That's kind of scary. They won without him game one. That's crazy.
Yeah.
No,
They look great.
they do. They do. De'Aaron Fox is expected to miss his second consecutive contest. So tonight, we can actually chime into the game right now. It is now, that's for tomorrow night. But for the Cavs and Knicks, it's 17-11 on an update. You're right. De'Aaron Fox, he's a great player, dude. And he might not be a star.
the motherfucking Phoenix Suns should have took him instead of Josh Jackson. No hate towards Josh Jackson. I really like him. You know, I got a bobblehead of him, but
I remember that night.
imagine if the Suns had De'Aaron Fox right now, where they would be.
Right. Dude, I just heard this. We'll talk about it later, the Suns, but what the ex-GM, Brian McDonough, he was on a podcast a few weeks ago, and he wanted SGA in that draft. Sarver told him, we need wings. Trade up for Bridges. That's I did not know that.
There's a reason Sarver's out.
Yeah, that's a bunch of what ifs, for the Suns with draft.
Fuck Robert Sarver. I said it right here on a podcast. 22 minutes. I'll clip it and send it to myself.
Tag him.
Fuck that guy. He ruined the organization as far as I'm concerned. What the Colangelos built was a fucking just an empire, a dynasty, of something. And then Starvedon went and fucked it up. And you know what? Shout out to Ishbia because he's really turning things around and bringing it back. And I really love what he's doing. He just announced yesterday that he's going to continue to offer the games locally on the antenna, Channel 3. Also, they're throwing the games onto the app, the Arizona Family app. So you'll be able to get all the Suns games until 2030 is when the deal ends. But I mean, dude, that's nice. You got an organization like the Portland Trailblazers who've gone and fired 70 people just in the last month. And
50.
Is it only 50?
I got I have a post ready for that, but yeah, 50 people.
Okay,
You're right.
I thought it was a few more. But look at the difference. I mean,
Cheers to our owner, dude.
I
Dude, for real.
don't know if Portland's going to be there too much longer. And you know what? I wouldn't be too upset if they moved up to Seattle and called themselves the Supersonics. I wouldn't be too mad at it.
Yeah, their ownership there is kind of fishy, man. And they got a great fan base too up there. But yeah,
my ex was a Trailblazer dancer, so I mean, I got fucking roots there too.
Didn't you used to call them tree blazers?
No, that was your line for Rashid.
Rashid, yes, that's right, Rashid. Yes, but yeah, Irish fans the shit. We're very lucky and fortunate to have it. To show our games free, that was one of the first things he did as owner of the Suns. Now he's doing it with the Mercury. Now he's continuing to do it with the Suns too. Shout out to Matt Ishbia, for real, dude.
For real.
Fucking love him.
Yeah, cheers to Matt, dude.
Yes. Cheers, dude. We got a great owner. Would you rank him up there with one of the better owners in sports or just basketball?
He's better than who's the guy in Chicago, Reinsdorf?
Right. Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah.
All right, but no, we have a great owner here, man.
It's I miss the Colangelo family. I guess after working for them and seeing how they ran the organization, it was like you realize that they are something special. You know, like the way that they took care of Neil Walk over the years
Yes.
was something different. You know, that I never heard other organizations do or talk about, or you know. So I mean, a lot of love for the Colangelo family. I wish that Brian could own the team today. You know, I wish he could buy it. You know, and maybe one day Jerry's still building real estate out in Arizona. So maybe
It is not
one
too
day.
far. It'd be cool as hell to like sit down and have a beer with those guys if that could ever happen, or just chat with them. Brian and them were so cool, and they're great to us, not just the players and the people that worked in the organization, just great to the fans. Like every interaction I had was positive with them.
Yeah. You got the Portland news here. Let me pull it up for you. Go ahead. Boom.
Yeah, so look, thankfully we don't have bad ownership like they do up in Portland. The Trailblazers laid over 50 long-term team employees. I think this was yesterday I saw this, but yeah, including people from their media team. New owner Tom Dundon is making cost-cutting measures for the franchise. Not good, and he's still exploring a head coach for the cheapest possible salary. So I'm glad we're not Portland Trailblazer fans, man. That would make me very upset to see this from our owner,
Yeah. It's a no bueno. It's a no
Yeah.
bueno. We have a commercial that we have to go to here real quick, Haywood. So Haywood, check this out.
Yo, you want to see the new shoes?
Come on, obviously.
Check these out.
Okay. Okay. Wow. First thought, transcending the game. Like it's like you need a banjo for those. Those are crazy. Those are crazy. This guy went home on the range with it. Wow. You're in 2020, 2030, 2038 with those. These are jeez.
Come on, bro. It's a joke. I can't hoop in these.
Nah. Obviously, I know that.
This the real thing.
Wow. This guy's the abominable snowman. Those are hard. This guy's trying to dominate the Alaskan market. You got to keep the ankles warm. Ying, 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 ying. I see the jumper. It's great. Those are crazy.
Yo, what's wrong with you, bro? You think I would wear these? Are you even a real friend, bro?
I thought you were taking it somewhere else, like on some fashion.
Are you a yes man, bro?
What? No, like no. I'm supporting my brother. Obviously, if you're going there, I'm going with you.
I'm gonna stop playing on it. These are it. These candies.
The candies.
These the ones.
Jeez, the candies. The candy man's home. Ow. Oh, wait, did I just get a cavity? Brrr, someone called a dentist. Like, oh my goodness, bro. You know how many people are gonna be copping this off the shelves? They're gonna be like, shh, give me that. Like, are you dumb? Are you stupid or are you dumb? Which one? Like, these are fire flames. Like, I need these. Asa, what other colors? What other colors? Tell me. Yo, tell me. Don't keep it a secret. Tell me. This is these are hard. Wow, are these my pair? No.
Right?
People, we're different. That was funny. Comic relief along with the news. That was awesome, Snoop.
And you know what? Hey, we got some more shoe promotions coming later in the episode, so stay tuned because they're coming in hot.
That's right. That's right. You hear about Jason Kidd, Snoop?
I sure did.
So Jason Kidd had 4 years left, well over $40 million left on his contract with the Dallas Mavericks. It's time to move on. He is no longer the coach of the Dallas Mavericks. Woo. They were screwed ever since they traded Luka, to be honest with you. But that was a horrible trade. Yeah, he's out of Dallas.
Do you think the owners just want to move that team to Vegas? That's what I heard like a long time ago. Is that the owner? I think is it the people that own the Stratosphere? I forget their name right now.
Yes, actually, yes.
Adelson.
I've heard that too.
Yeah. Like they just want to move the team to Vegas. Like I think they wanted to build a casino like attached to the arena or something, but in Texas, the Dallas area, they don't allow that. So Miriam Adelson wants to ship off the team to Vegas, is what I heard.
That's crazy. There's a little bit of rumors locally, not like strong rumors, but bring kid here as an assistant coach.
Let me ask you about that. Like, I was having a conversation online with somebody about that, and I'm all for it. You know, I don't have a problem with it, but like the person was saying, bring him in to develop Booker and Green as point guards, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you obviously don't know basketball because the Suns do not need to develop those two guys as point guards. They need to develop them as twos and threes, you know, what they are, you know? Like,
Yeah, weird. How about develop the point guards we're gonna have under contract with Goody and Colin? That'd be excellent. You know,
Gillespie's a solid backup point guard. We need a true point guard on the team.
got the whole summer. We'll see what we do.
A whole summer.
Yeah. In other news, the New Orleans Pelicans are hiring Jamal Mosley as their new head coach on a 5-year deal. He accepts the Pelicans job after 5 seasons with the Orlando Magic, where he guided the Magic to 3 consecutive playoff berths and 3 consecutive playoff losses, and I believe all in the first round. So they got themselves a new coach. And then Snoop, I forgot to show this with SGA. Check this out. My bad for not bringing it up, but the only players that ever to win back-to-back MVPs and back-to-back titles are Russell, Mike, and LeBron. SGA has a chance to join them. That's pretty crazy.
What did you say?
Is that soundbite? That was awesome.
Hey, you know what? If he can, I mean, if the script writers want him to, he will. I mean,
Right.
you know, let me ask you a question. As a fan of basketball that's been watching, you know, the game for 40 years, you know, like, does this team, like, it's, you know, not any team specifically, not any player specifically, but like, does this era excite you?
It does. It does. I still watch. I still love it. Still have a passion for it. Maybe not like
Right.
it used to be, but it does. Yes.
But does it feel like something's missing?
Yeah. What do you think?
So if it feels, you know what it is? To me, it feels like AI versus organic music. You know how you can like tell the difference? Like even though the AI music sounds really good and
we
like,
talking about practice?
yeah, we talking about practice. But yeah, no, I mean it's just something feels off. I don't know.
So like, I'll say this: like, I'm an old head. I still believe the old NBA is better, but the players now are way better than what they were back in the day. As far as a lot of them, like, there's more talent. It's just the kind of type of ball.
That's growth. That's just growth, you know. I mean, it's obviously they're gonna get better, just like with anything, you know. Even like the wheels on a skateboard, they've gotten better over the years, you know. Once they started bringing in polyurethane or whatever it is.
Snoop, I got a good one for you, actually, for your AI. Go get like 3 refs from the 80s and have them ref a game today. Like with the calling. Like, you know, like not just the fix, but like the physicality, the hand checking, the fouling, you touch a guy at the flagrant. Like, that'd be kind of cool.
I mean, hold on. You got the same AI I got, so
All right,
I mean,
maybe I'll fuck around with it.
yeah, fuck around with it. Get you a pull.
Dude, cheers to fuck Dimebag Daryl. Rest in peace, brother.
Here's the dime, man.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow, man.
For y'all that don't know, get you a poll is said by Dimebag Daryl, one of the greatest guitar players of all time.
What a beautiful human being he was. Like, and I don't mean that as far as looks. Like, I just mean that in how genuine his soul was. Like when I met him and like you could just feel it, like his energy, his aura, like there was something about him that was magical, you know? Like, oh man, rest in peace, Dime.
Rest in peace, brother. He was awesome. Saw them once. I told you the story, but one of the best shows I've ever been to. Straight up. I think it was June 21st, 2001. That's the exact date. The Extreme Steel Tour. The first time that Slayer and Pantera toured together outside of Ozfest. And I told you, I'll say it on air. I don't care. I had a double thumb joint just for Dimebag wrapped in rubber flag paper. I threw it right off of him, and he picked it up and lit it. And he played This Love right afterwards. Amazing. So I got other news, Snoop. Should we get into that real quick? I'm almost done with NBA. I got a few more things, but the all NBA rookie teams were announced with Cooper Flag. Dude, Dylan Harper, Flux's freaking family. Was it family or friend? I think it was family with Harper. Knubel, dude. The guy from Philly, VJ, Coward from Memphis, second team, Ace Bailey, Jeremiah Fears, Colin Murphy Boyles of the Raptors, Renard from the Kings, and Derek Queen. So all NBA rookie teams were announced. And then I got some crazy stats I wanted to show you, Snoop, from this past week's games. Can we dive into that for a second?
Yeah, go ahead. So
check this out. Jalen Brunson is Mr. Clutch. So look at this. Jalen Brunson has more 35-point playoff games than 99.7% of all the players in NBA history. Look at this stat. This next one I'm going to pull up. Points per game in NBA history and playoff history. He is now 4th all time in points per game. That's crazy.
Okay.
That he's clutch. He is really clutch.
Yep. Listen. I'm going to just say this, and I'm not hating on Brunson because, as you know, I'm a part-time Knick fan, and I feel like this is their year. I just don't think he has as many games, so I think that his numbers are just a little askew. I mean,
all right. I think there's a minimum criteria on those games, but dude, he's I don't know, I'm not sure how many points he had in that comeback, but he went off. He is I think my friend Jay, the Knick fan, he has a nickname called Mr. Clutch or something like that. But anyway, he's balling. So are the Knicks.
Yeah.
Now you asked me last week.
We'll see. I mean, let's revisit that stat. In a couple years. Let's get him a few playoff games under his belt, and then we'll see. Now
you brought up last week. You brought up James Harden possibly being overrated, right, on that list.
Very overrated.
Right. So I got something for you I want to share. So James Harden's 17-year career has made the playoffs every single year. I did not know this. Did you know this?
No.
Okay.
I've never thought to look into it. I've never cared.
Okay. But on the other spectrum, as far as your point, James Harden has the most playoff games shooting under 35% since 1955. He had another horrible couple games in that last series. When the moments are big, he does not shine. So I just wanted to talk to you about that. But I'm definitely seeing your point more and more I go through it. And like one of my guys I looked up to, Doug Franz, talked about this week. He's like, let me ask you guys a question. 2 questions. Is he a first ballot Hall of Famer or is he not a Hall of Famer? Which one you react the most? And then he talked about it. Man, this guy is very freaking like, he might be overrated, brother. I think he might be onto something.
Yeah. I mean, he just what if you look at all his accomplishments are individual accomplishments, and there's not a team accomplishment there, if that makes sense.
Yes, that does make sense, actually.
And I'm not trying to hate on James Harden. I think he's a great ball player. He just doesn't fill that role. He hasn't established himself, as a true leader, as a someone that you can depend on and be as your number one.
100%. 100%.
You know,
Makes some great
but
points.
I will not name the person, but I have seen the blueprints and the renderings of his new house that he's building in Arizona, and you know,
Weren't we
it's
supposed
pretty
to have first
sick.
game on that court?
It's pretty sick, but you know,
Yeah, if
God bless.
we were supposed to play on that court, but that's not going to happen. But yeah, you have any other NBA stuff, brother? I'm pretty much all done with NBA except Suns for later.
I do. I wanna get into last night's game and Dylan Harper for a second.
Go ahead.
So he left the game with an apparent injury, and so let me just play the video,
He did.
and then and then we'll discuss this.
He went to the locker room. We thought he was coming back. Peeks his head out. Exhausted and tired, too, after all the minutes he played. And then went back for further examination. So Ashley was there. Still keep an eye on that cover. Spurs. The Thunder are without their starter, Jalen Williams. He went to the locker room.
So he wanted to come back into the game, but they told him no. Why is that?
Don't have
He
no
felt,
idea.
he felt good enough to play, good enough to come back into the game. Trainer says, nah.
What do you know? What time this was in the game when he tried coming back in?
I want to say it was the third quarter. I don't know exactly, but
That even backs your argument even more. Like if it's late, they were down. You know, I didn't watch it. I just saw the highlights of it. So if it's in the third, dude, this is very questionable, especially if he could play. You know, maybe they're okay. Maybe they're just being super safe. Hey, we got a split in OKC before we go back to San Antonio. I mean, we don't know. I'll look into that.
yeah. I got another highlight here. This is from game 1. And let's look at your boy Chet Holmgren here.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
Whippy off the offensive glass here. And that's Hartenstein fighting up. Harper made the pass. Whippy off the offensive glass here. And that's Hartenstein fighting up. Harper made the pass.
Pulling the old "Hey, would you blow me" fucking move and stepping on the foot there. What do you think about that?
I would pull the shoelace. I wouldn't step on your ankle. I got bad ankles. I'm not going to step on your ankle, but I'll pull your shoelace. But that's dirty as shit. And the rest didn't even fucking see it. And to be honest with you, it happened twice in the game. You were only seeing clips of the one. But, dude, this is just a little fact of why I don't like watching that freaking team play.
Yeah. I get it, man. I get it. I got one more Oklahoma highlight here that has to do with our beloved Dylan Brooks.
Villain.
What's up, y'all? It's the villain. I got something to reveal from Underdog. Unethical hoops fire. So let me open this up. All right, how we set up. This is what the board looks like. Head snap. A lot of people do that. Hook was James Harden's move. Push off. Try this. You know I don't foul. All right. So that's a foul. So you see that red? Oh, foul. Next player's turn. Get yours when you come out at unethicalsports.com and play your game with your friends and family and get reacquainted with the new foul being from the villain. Hell yeah.
Isn't that some fun stuff right there, boy?
Oh. That's funny.
You know? Yep. Let's see. I think everything else we're gonna get into with Carter, you know, that's gonna be some fun stuff. You know what? Actually, you know what? There's one more thing. Hold on, give me 1 second here. So if you remember, before the NBA finals were decided, they put out a commercial, and we have it right here. This is before it was decided.
Oh yeah, this was Sunday morning, wasn't it? I think this was. They released.
Well,
Yeah,
no, it was
Sunday
before
morning.
that because they said that game 1 was going to be on Sunday. But
They aired this before the game 7 of the Cavs Pistons, right?
exactly before the game was even played.
They got the script.
Man,
We're not talking about prescriptions either.
that's right.
Man,
That's right.
that's right. That's freaking crazy. They showed that. Somebody got fired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody got fired.
Or they need to be.
All you people at home, Carter will be joining us about 15 minutes or so. So stay tuned for that. He's going to give a good class in cinema on some live betting. The dude has just been on fire. So we got a little bit more news to get into. I got some NFL stuff if, once you're done with the NBA, brother.
Yeah, let's get into some NFL.
So before we get into the news, I'm going to pull this up. Shout out to Tip, Nader, and Nico. I want to give a shout out to them on their new podcast that's launching on June 3rd, the Fantasy Space Podcast. Go check them out. A lot of love for those guys over there. They show the show a lot of love. So I just want to give them a shout out. They're really good people, and they know their stuff when it comes to fantasy football. So we just had Nico on this past week, and then we had Tip on a couple weeks ago. So go show them some love for people. And then the big news this week, Snoop, Rashid Rice. Man, this dude just can't stay out of trouble, brother. He has violated his probation after testing positive for marijuana. He is ordered to serve 30 days in jail, meaning he'll miss Chiefs OTAs and mandatory minicamp. And then I believe on top of it, he just had some surgery, some stuff done to his knee. They call it loose debris, causing inflammatory. Help me out, Snoop.
Inflammation.
Thank you, brother. And now expected to be sidelined 2 months. So he's got to serve jail and rehab from his surgery. So stay away from him, fantasy football heads. This guy just can't stay out of trouble, man. Did you hear about this, Snoop?
I did. And it breaks my heart.
Now, if he wasn't on probation, it'd be fine, right?
No. The fucking problem is weed, man. It's a fucking, let's be honest. Let's be real clear and honest for a second. The marijuana that you describe, it's not performance enhancing. Okay?
Just recovery.
And it has its medical benefits as far as pain relief, all kinds of things. Why are we still testing for this like it's like,
The 1900s, yeah. Like it's ancient. I agree with you. Like I don't, marijuana is not a drug to us. It's just different. It's not like now since he's on probation. If he wasn't, I don't think this is news at all. So.
Well, you think that makes a difference, him being on probation?
Yeah, that's the reason why he's getting served in jail time. He wouldn't be serving 30 days in jail for smoking weed.
Well, I mean, do you think that there's like an underlying issue there? I mean,
hi everyone. My name is Thurgood.
What's going on? Is that me?
I'm here today because I'm addicted to marijuana.
You in here for some marijuana? Marijuana? Man, this is some bullshit.
Marijuana is not a drug. I used to suck dick for coke.
I seen them.
Now that's an addiction, man. You ever suck some dick for marijuana?
Huh?
No, I can't say I have.
I didn't think so.
So that's what I'm saying.
Oh, they should have made a sequel. Great timing with that, Stu. Great fucking timing. Oh, man. I got more news if you want to move off of that. Snoop, you got anything more on that Rashid Rice?
Oh my God, I'm not talking about this fucking cunt. You know what? He has no place on my podcast. Fuck Aaron Rodgers. He can sail off into the fucking sea.
1 year, $25 million. It's the last time we're talking about him until football season. Thank you, Snoop. Love you, buddy. On to the next subject. Eagles linebacker Nolan Smith was arrested Friday and accused of speeding and reckless driving in Georgia. He was clocked at 135 in a 70-mile-an-hour zone. So a little bit of news there. Lions signed linebacker Jack Campbell to a 4-year contract extension. He is one of the heart and soul members of their defense. So good signing there. And then in other news, court filings reveal that Brian Flores' lawyers served subpoenas to 25 NFL teams, so that's ongoing as well. And then Snoop, check this one out. The NFL is defending its expanding lineup of games on streaming platforms and made criticism from Donald Trump and scrutiny from the U.S. Justice Department, which we've talked about before.
Okay. So, I mean...
Hey, we won't say that,
Hey, you know what? I'm not. I think the problem really is that these streaming services and the NFL and everybody is just getting greedy as fuck, dude. There's no reason why it should cost me $700 to watch the Chicago Bears play football this year.
Yeah, I agree.
That's ridiculous. You know what? If you want to fucking charge me $100 to watch all 17 Chicago Bear games, I'd be more than happy to pay it.
Yeah. Totally.
You know, on one service, you know, now I got to get fucking Netflix. I got to get fucking Peacock. I got to get fucking Paramount. I got to get... Fuck you.
Like we talked about before, it'd be great just to have everything in one little freaking stream service.
Yeah.
Make it easier on the fans, dude.
Right. Dude, the NFL could easily do it through their app. They could say, hey, boom, pay us $100 a year. You get all 17 regular season games. Boom.
Great.
You know, Matt Ishbia should buy the NFL.
He could afford it, probably. He could afford it.
Oh, man.
Right. Oh man. So
you know what? I got a little bit of Chicago Bear stuff I want to throw up here real quick.
What you got?
Check this out.
Got some great trees over here, so let's add a little texture. I'm gonna use this old tool that I had lying around. Isn't that satisfying? Now we've got some great trees over here, so let's add a little texture. I'm gonna use this old tool that I had lying around. Isn't that satisfying?
Shout out to Romo Dunze, dude.
Bob Ross.
Right? Isn't it
Bob
fun?
Ross. Y'all people don't know who Bob Ross is, man. But him and Reading Rainbow, right? On PBS back in the day.
Right. I remember little Bob Ross action.
So Snoop, the Super Bowl has been announced for the 2030 season, a unanimous 32-0 vote. Nashville will be hosting the Super Bowl in 2030. 2029 would be Las Vegas. 2028 would be Atlanta. And 2027 is in SoFi in Los Angeles. So these are all beautiful stadiums.
I love Sophie Stadium.
Sophie Cunningham.
We'll get into that a little later with our guest, Carter Kong.
Oh, I'm sure we will. But I want to dive in before we get our guest should be joining us here shortly. Before we dive in, I want to talk about. You have any more NFL by any chance?
Let me see. I don't think so. No, but I you know what? I got one baseball thing we should throw in real quick. This is ridiculous.
What you got?
Edwin Diaz has been tied to illegal cockfighting in Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah.
Like, listen, guy, if you haven't learned anything from Michael Vick, it's that you don't fight animals, guy. Okay? Be it a dog or a fucking cock, you don't do it. Jesus. What is wrong with these guys, man? Oh,
dude, what's wrong with people?
I don't know.
I guess that's a big deal in some of those South American and countries as well. It's like a big deal to do that.
Yeah, I guess. You know, I mean, fuck, Mike Tyson was racing pigeons.
All right. Well, he wasn't fighting him though.
Yeah, well, it's a little better. But, I mean, what the fuck, man? Like, what? I mean, listen, if you're I don't know, is there enough money in racing pigeons? Am I wasting my time podcasting? Should I be fucking racing birds? Like,
That's funny. Oh man. All right.
what you got here? Cardinals schedule?
So I dove into it this week, Snoop. We're gonna be fucked.
Yeah,
Straight up.
1 in 15 or 16.
We're gonna be fucked. So 6 of our first 8 games is on the road. 9 of our first 12 games is on the road. Every team is gangster at the start of the freaking season. We don't have a bye week till December, so that means we're going to play 17 straight weeks without a bye week. We're going to be crappy, dude. So this brings me to my next point. This is the player we're targeting next year. Mr. Manning from Texas. We're going to tank. We're going after him. The schedule is not favorable whatsoever with my team after deep dive, and I want to call out my team for a second. You know, Jacoby Brissett's holding out. I want to talk about that, Snoop, real quick.
Okay.
He's holding out. He's the best quarterback on the roster. He's look at the team's salary cap. They got $31 million available right now.
He doesn't want to play on top of the dump, dude. Your dad would be proud of him.
He was. So $31 million is what we got available. He's holding out. I want to bring up what he makes, if I can find that. So as of right now, he's making 9.1. He wants 20 to 25. Just fucking pay the dude. Stop being fucking cheap. This guy is the best quarterback we have on our fucking roster. Why is our team being so damn cheap? This guy should not be holding out. Just give him a 1-year, $25 million deal. The guy's a good freaking quarterback. I don't care if you're the worst quarterback in the league. If you're starting and you're a starter, 20 million plus is what you should be making. So, Cardinals, get your shit together. Straight the fuck up. Like, pay the man. It's ridiculous.
Man, may I say something?
Go ahead.
I don't think he's worth $20 million.
Oh, a lot of quarterbacks probably isn't, but the dude is the best quarterback on our team. Just he is. He paid the guy. We're not better with him holding out. This just shows me they're cheap. They have a crappy owner, and we're taking for Arch. This is what that means, you know. And I have so here, if I think I have it pulled.
Hey,
up.
I have no problem with tanking. It's the name of my dog, for crying out loud.
Tell the folks at home about your dog, Tank. Tank. Is it Tankin or Tank?
It's Tank. And he's got a fucking hole in his mouth. So his tooth sticks out and he looks vicious, but he's really just a sweetheart.
So I just had to vent and get that out. Our schedule's brutal. We're
Dude,
going to be
as
crap.
a Cardinal fan, you know, you have to probably vent, you know, and I'm glad that we could give you a platform to vent from, you know.
100%. I just had to get that out of the way. Sorry for cursing and getting a little vulgar. Who is it?
Who the fuck is this?
Who we got? Who we got here?
What's up, Mr. Carter?
Boom! Our boy. Cheers, brother. What's up, Carter? Can you hear us? Can't hear you. Mike.
We got
Mike.
no audio.
No audio. He's got a new mic, it looks like.
Yeah, he's got a whole new setup.
Yeah, he does. Oh, shit.
Your audio is not working, so, you know, we'll figure it out. But until then, dude, I got one more little thing that I want to bring up because this is fucking wild right here. Let's look at this. Victor Wembanyama. Look at his shots. Look at where he only has one from way out there.
And that was with 27 seconds left when they were down by 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's wild. Like, look at that shot chart right there.
That is fucking wild. There's no like 8, 10 footers. It's literally a layup on every shot or a dunk.
Ugh.
This dude, if he keeps improving, he might be one of the best of all time. His ceiling's Defensive Player of the Year and MVP.
He might be something someday.
Right, Mike did
Carter,
it.
say something if you can say something.
Nada. Can't hear you.
Nothing still. No audio.
Interesting. While he gets that going, cheers to all the people. Thank you for all the viewers and people just chiming in. Drop a comment. If you got any questions for Carter when it comes to anything NBA, live betting, WNBA, drop it. We're going to be going over quite a few things with him. Pick his brain. The dude's absolutely killing it. He's a genius behind the scenes when it comes to his mind on live betting. So we're privileged and honored to have him here. But Snoop, don't we have a recording at the end of the show we haven't told our folks about, our people at home?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Don't we have a, didn't you record with a guest for us at the end of the show as well on top of Carter?
Yes. You know what, dude? We have a banger of an interview I did with this guy, Behold a Pale Horse. This guy is fucking phenomenal when it comes to sports. He used to be a baseball player. I don't want to talk too much about it, but he just talks about, the reality of the entertainment aspect of sports. So it was an exciting conversation. I could have kept talking to this dude for a long time. We were pressed for time, and it wasn't even something that I didn't know what we were going to do with this episode. But I'm happy to play it today on the Pick Is In because, dude, it was a banger. This conversation, dude, it was fucking phenomenal. But dude, let's bring up our guest. What's up, Mr. Carter Cohn?
The one and only.
What's up, gentlemen?
We need a sound effect, Snoop.
I'm debugging some code, and I have my microphone off.
What's up, Carter? You get a new setup?
I did, man. I did. I got a microphone up here. It's working.
Awesome. So I got a new headset today. Got a new background for I can do the visual.
Look at
this.
And everything, dude. You are like, chill.
You like the sports book?
I do, man. It's a nice backdrop. It actually looks clean. Sweet.
I know. Freaking cheers to Carter, my brother from another friend of the podcast. This guy's got a great mind. Freaking absolutely love this dude. Y'all folks at home are in for a treat. So how are you? How's your day? And how's your bets right now?
Bets are good, man. We've had a couple good days in a row. So I bet the ladies because the ladies return money. And by the way, I heard you talking about fighting with cocks. Never fought with a cock. I just want to make sure that everybody knows that. Okay. I was drunk in college a couple times, but you never know. But anyway. So yeah, ladies have been good. They've been cashing some bets. And yesterday we had a banger day. We cleared 5 figures. We netted out almost 600, which was a nice day.
Oh yeah, let's go,
Yeah.
dude. You've been killing it, brother.
Yeah, it's even tonight, man. Tonight there's one blowout in action, which still bodes well because Sykes is about to put up some points. So if anybody's looking for a bet right now, I would say Sykes 10 points. She plays for Toronto, and she plays for the Tempo. It's an expansion team, so she's definitely going to clear 10. So that's negative 1.375 right now. It's not great. Pair it with like McBride or Howard, you're going to get yourself to probably plus 100. But yeah, Sykes is about to go off, I think.
Sykes plays for which team?
Tempo, the Toronto Tempo. They're a new team. They're an expansion team.
Okay, and we got a couple new expansion teams, correct?
We do. And we got Portland and we got Toronto.
Okay. So yeah, that's at minus 375 right now. What was the second thing you said as a combo?
So maybe put that with McBride for 10. She's minus. Let's build it right now. So
Yeah, I
McBride
could.
for 10. And then throw in Howard for 10 to get you to negative 207.
Help me out. I don't know who these players are and what team, so I'm building this on the screen.
Okay, let me look at your screen. I can help you. Hold on.
All right, let's pull it up. I got it shared up here. So a
There
little
you go.
early.
Yeah, cool. So go to your 10 points. Go down.
I'm on the right game.
Yep, you're on the right game, brother.
Okay.
So yeah, click on McBride there for 820.
Okay.
All right, go up a little bit. Click on Howard for 10. Click down to 15 points. Let's put Courtney Williams for 590.
All right.
Use your boost. It's going to get you up over 100. I don't know if you want to do it. There you go. I'm going to get you right there. If you scroll down a little bit, let's see who else they got for 15. Since it's a blowout, I need to be careful here, brother. I don't want to give bad advice.
No worries. If you're feeling something, we could do it. We don't have to do this yet. So you're
Actually,
throwing
go
it
back
up.
to Miles. Put it in Miles for 10. Go up to 10. See if Miles is in there still. Might have to show more. Nah, she's not in there. They took her off. They only put her for 15 probably.
Okay.
So yeah, you don't have to build that right now, but I mean, I'm a guy that likes negative 120s to, plus 300s. Like that's my wheelhouse. Like to play kind of heavy 50s to 100s. So I like to double my return. So I would play that all day, what you got on the screen.
Let's do it.
And see what happens, brother.
All right.
Let's
So
work it out together.
we got one in the chamber, and then what I'll do right now is, as you guys talk for a second, I'm going to post it to the show right now. So I'll do that. Snoop, you got any words for Carter? He was on your show recently, right?
Yes, I do have some words for Carter.
I bet you do.
Let's start with hello. Hello.
Sorry, we got Coda Dog in the background. He's also a rookie when it comes to podcasts, I guess.
Oh, Coda, come on, man.
Come on, Coda Dog.
You know what? My favorite thing about talking to you, Carter, and because we get to talk about the WNBA, which is a subject near and dear to my heart.
I was thinking about you yesterday.
Where are you?
Thinking about Sophie Cunningham, and you're going to bring her up.
Oh yeah, let's
Ride the pine a lot.
Oh boy.
Listen,
not to be that guy.
I trust her completely. Okay.
You're sleeping on the best one on the team.
No. Listen.
I'm just telling you, brother.
Let me explain something to you, sir. Okay, I have more here to pull up because do you know the latest news with Sophie?
No, I'm not up on my Sophie news because she only scores 3 points.
Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition presents Sophie Cunningham. Here we have a couple of shots of the beautiful Sophie Cunningham. I mean, dude, just look at this. I mean, what a work of art she is.
She only got 3 points.
No, she's been playing well, actually. She had 16, I think, the other day, 9 the other day, 9. But
listen, let's be honest. You can't knock her if she's slacking in the stats. She just is coming off of a knee injury. Okay.
First of all, you know way too much about Sophie Cunningham.
Well, I subscribe to TMZ.
Tell me how many rebounds she averages, what she did her last
fucking
box
4.
scores,
I
and then
don't
I'll
know.
respect you a little more. Jeez, that's funny. But you're sleeping on, actually, when you look at the team, Lexi Hall. Are you familiar with Lexi Hall?
Never heard of her.
Okay, well, do your homework, and when I come back on next time, I want you to say, "Wow, Lexi Hall."
Lexi Hall.
Wait, who's the little cute blonde that I think does she play for LA? Paige Bruckers, is that her name?
She's on Dallas. Yeah, Paige.
Oh, is she Dallas? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because I saw the commercial where she was gonna wear cowboy boots or something.
She's got a good personality, man. She's pretty
awesome.
Cute.
She's cute.
Yeah, cool little player. And they just drafted her girlfriend too. So.
Oh, she's one of those.
I don't know what that means, but yes, she likes somebody. Has feelings. Yeah, for sure.
Oh man!
All right,
Dude.
so everybody at home placed the bet on the show. I just made a link underneath the show on my post at Haywood's Almanac. The link is there and the picture of the bet.
Oh, I gotta bet that too because I'd be a bullshitter if I didn't bet it. So okay, I just wrote it as well. Sweet.
All right. Let's go. So, Carter, a few weeks since you've been on the show, man. How the hell are you? I know you're a busy man.
Things are good, man. I'm locked in Code World. I'm working on a new project with my team, and My investor group is looking forward to this thing popping. So it's another WagerWise project that we're doing. So we did something with EV before, which is kind of Major League Baseball, homers, contact. But this one is like next level. It is something, honestly, I put almost 200 hours into already in the past like 2 weeks. So something that's near and dear to my heart.
Oh, it sounds like what I did with Grand Theft Auto this past couple weeks.
And that's kind of the way I justify it. If I take all the video game time and all the bullshit scrolling and doom scrolling that I've been doing on politics and all the complaining I do about shit, and I like focus the energy into like driving a product, I feel like it's probably a better use of my time. So I switched it over, man. So I'm doing
Well, I'll
it.
tell you, the rewards are paying off for me. I just got my auto shop on Grand Theft Auto today, so dude, I mean,
This is so
really, last week I got the salvage yard and the celebrity agency. I'm about to save Dr. Dre's cell phone. Like, it's amazing.
Look at you. Nice balls.
I know you've been working very hard on it behind the scenes. It's I don't know how much you want to actually talk about it. I'm going to lead off what you talk about, but I am here for you in your corner. Any way I can help, support, you're a genius in that brain. Keep doing what you're doing.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I mean, I'll tease it a little bit. I mean, essentially, one of the best products ever for me as a gambler is Real. So the Real app change, we talk about it all the time. Every time I come on, shout out to John and the boys. I mean, they came up with something that, live track scores. Everybody has seen the Real app. If you're a sports fan, you use the Real app. They're constantly building onto it and making extensions of it. It's a great product. But what I do with the Real app is I'm looking for trends, I'm looking for runs, I'm looking for scoring in real time, and I'm trying to catch a lot of the lines. I'm a live bettor. I don't pregame bet at all anymore. I'm a live bettor. So I'm using the Real app in real time with my phones to identify lines, and not EV. I'm not an EV bettor. I'm a run, just like I said, Sykes, she's 4 points right now. They're down by 20 points. Sykes is going to get a lot of run. So for me, her to clear 10 points, maybe even 15, it's the right bet. Package her with 3-4 other people, get it to plus 100. So take the Real app and take FanDuel and figure out what's missing. Now, there's a lot of products on the market, right, that bridge the gap to like pregame betting. There's enough like research and data products that you can sit there forever on Props.cash or Prop Finder, and these are great tools. I subscribe to them, I use them, but they're static, right? They're pregame betting, and we talked about it last time I was on. The thing about pregame betting is that the books set the lines, right? The books have really the advantage. They're locking in the line that they want you at. The thing about live betting is it's a fluid process. Right?
Hey, can I stop you for a second,
Yeah,
Carter?
of course.
I'm sorry to cut you off. You're not gonna believe this. We just got fucking flagged again.
What?
For talking about sports betting.
You gotta be kidding me.
Listen. Here, look. I'm gonna share the screen right now. Look.
Fucking YouTube?
Here it is. Boom.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude.
Regulated goods. I mean, I don't know what the fuck they think we're talking about here, but it has nothing to do with regulated goods or anything like. What
Dude,
the
that's
fuck?
terrible. I'm sorry, brother.
No, it's not your fault, man. You don't need to apologize. It's fucking stupid ass. You know what it is, Carter? You know what it is? It's fucking artificial intelligence. Because a real human being would not flag this, but a fucking stupid computer will.
And that's what it is. I mean, we're literally talking about odds, right? So, they're just hearing the cues, right, and the prompts. So the prompts are getting digested, and as a guy that's on AI all day building models, that's probably what it is. You probably nailed it.
So
That's
stupid.
horrible.
And you know what, Carter? I've already fought this shit twice.
I know you have, man.
This is
And
the
you've
third
won.
time. Yes, this is the third fucking time.
Well, it just comes down to, I guess can't screen share it, man, which sucks for everybody that's kind of watching this because that's the whole point.
I don't know if that's the issue. Like, I don't even know what the real issue is. I mean, because we're just having
all day long. All day long. So, and they talk about odds, and I watch shows and consume a lot of content live on X, live on YouTube, where they're literally going bet by bet by bet. There's a dude that does home run parlays, and that's all he does. He sits there and screen shares all day long. FanDuel, identifying bets and odds and lines and building out and getting feedback. So,
So all the people watching on YouTube, sorry, YouTube, get your shit together because we got our shit together. Before NBA, with the NFL, we used to do a lot of betting on the show. Never got flagged once, but then again, didn't start YouTube till December. I don't know what their problem is, so I don't know, man. Just get your shit together.
Well, live and learn, man. We can't do that, huh?
Right. What the hell were we talking about again? Jeez.
Yeah, I'm sorry to fucking cut you off, man. I just got so mad right there, so I just needed to let it out rather than sit on it.
All good, brother. All good.
You're talking
about like FanDuel. If you could bridge the gap between FanDuel, right, and Real, right? And there's a lot of products that already do that, right? There's a lot of shit out there that you can get on. You can look through data all day long. You can crunch data, sort data, query data. You can do whatever the hell you want with data. But that's not going to help you when the game starts, especially a fluid sport like hockey or basketball or women's basketball, right? It's about flows, it's about pace, it's about usage, it's about indicators that really FanDuel's model or the book's model is really in tune with, but there's no real live model that's in tune with those betting indicators, right, that I'm talking about. When I'm looking at pace, I'm looking at usage, shot volume, turnovers. There's formulas that are really accepted right now, right, by the books that they use to set lines. But there's not a product that I've found that can interpret those lines in real time. So that's what I'm working on. And well down with my team on getting this done. So what it basically is it's, think about Real with betting cues. Bam, right now, hit Courtney for 15. Boom, hit this. This is the hammer. Populate your bet slip. Would you like to, unlock an extra bet? Here's who we suggest. Like, imagine if there was a tool like that. Now, data's expensive. Shit ain't cheap. I can tell you that. But that's
you have to tell me.
That's the product, right? So you're looking in real time at and this is my app. In real time, you're looking and it's giving you cues on who to bet. And you literally can sit there and you can bet in real time, add stuff out, take it to your slip, all right? And you can bet. So that's the tease, but a lot of code on this thing.
Groundbreaking what you're doing, brother. Especially with your head all the time. I know you've been putting tons of time into this, and
it's honestly, it's exhausting. But
I know it is.
Like channeling that energy is the right way to do it, right? I got a family. I'm getting old. I got to provide for this family, and I got to make sure that we have a legacy. So this could be the legacy. And again, I'm not diminishing any products that are on the market. I use them all. There's a ton of products. But what I see is there's nothing from a bettor's lens. And that's what I continue to work through, right? Like, how would my brain interpret these signals? How do we code that, right, to get real-time cues so I don't have to sit there and use my brain? I'm literally getting Carter's cues right here and being like, dude, that's it. Boom, that's it. Bet this. You're getting real live push notifications. You're live on the app, and you're actually seeing what's happening, and it's cueing you on what to bet. It's giving you data screens that you can do pregame betting if you want to. You can compare the data in real time and say, why are we suggesting this? Like literally there's a Y button you can unlock. You unlock the Y button, it tells you why. It even gives you a formula on why we're actually suggesting that. So for me, that's the product. It's for the data heads too that, it's for the stoplight better. So think about the dude. You see it all the time, right? I do it all the time, right? You get to a stoplight and you're like, all right, I'm going to check Real app, see where my guys are. What if there's just one button when you went into the app and it literally said, bet this dude, you're at a stoplight essentially. Can you imagine that? And just hit it and then you move. And then if you like that's the alert that just came up right now. It says to bet Bonner for 6.5 more rebounds, right? And then you tap Y, and it says because she's cleared it 4 or 5 times in the last game, pace for this game expects to be high with a lot of misses. Like, that's the thing. And then if you want to be a data head and you want to get into it, you want to go, well, really why? There's data portals everywhere, so I can justify why we're betting DeJuan Bonner for 6.5 rebounds. You know,
so it's like a piece of your brain in the app.
It's literally my brain. I was telling my wife, she's like, it's really difficult what you're doing. I'm like, You know my brain. It's a fucking mess, right? Can you imagine actually trying to get that into a computer, into data, into actual code? So that's what we're really trying to do.
Brown Breaking, and anything we could do to help, we're going to support you, be all behind you, whatever we could do to help, brother. So we're going to promote it on the show when you launch it. We'll do anything we can because I know it's going to be a great piece of work. I want to share something real quick, Snoop. I want to give a shout out to John and the boys over at Real. We use him all the time. I just want to give a shout out to him. And, it changed our life with me and Carter. It totally did. And then I want to.
Hey, it's Carter and I.
And then and then for y'all folks that don't know, EV.bet is back up and running now. I got that shared on the screen. I hope you're okay with that, Carter. Okay, guys, this great great site. I have a lot of experience with it. It's now up and running, and then it's totally free. Totally free. You don't have to pay nothing.
Yeah, and again, that's coded out. Exact same cues. It is a pre-game betting tool, right? Like everybody just wants to know who's going to homer, right? So it lists what they call the darts. So what are the top 10 people that are going to homer? And then there's a data vault that you can unlock, and it acts like props finder or props.cash, but it's more simplified. It's more gamified, meaning you don't have to get deep in the data. It's going to show you literally through color and through quick glances, right? Quick data. I call it quick data. How can I justify why they think that guy's going to hit home run? Well, shit, purple equals pop. There's a lot of purple on that screen. Now I know why. If I want to dig into the data and I want to open it up and unlock the onion, dude, it's all there.
It's freaking amazing. People at home need. Go ahead, Snoop.
Do you need a VPN to open that onion or no?
No, you don't need a VPN to open it. No.
That's technical. That's technical jargon for those of you out there that don't know what the hell that is.
Right.
And Carter McBride got us. Howard got us. Just need Williams and Skies. It looks like, and it's 48-69 late in the third.
Let's check in on this. Let's use the Real app. John, come on, talk to us. Get on the podcast. Let's go. We use your product every single day. It changed our lives.
Yeah, come on, John. Get on the podcast. What are you waiting for?
Come on, John. Let's go. Good. He's courtside. He's busy now, right?
Yeah, right. He's big man. He's big man.
Must be nice.
I
bet his YouTube stream didn't get shut down.
That's crazy. And then Snoop, I have Carter's X page. Give him a follow, everybody at home. He's at Odds Are Podcast. I like all the new graphics. I like how you're posting a hell of a lot more now. I love it. So go give our guy a follow. Go show him some love.
Appreciate that, man. Absolutely.
All right. So, dude, I appreciate you even making time to come on. I had to tell you the other night to get some sleep.
Yeah, you literally, everybody in the whole house was telling me that you need to stop because, but, again, it's something I enjoy, right? I mean, I love betting, and if I'm winning, right, why don't channel those wins, right, into other people that can win? It's us versus the books, and I think this industry kind of forgets that it's us versus them. It's not us versus us. So it's us versus the books. The books are a behemoth. They have billions of dollars. Our job is to take it. Our job is not to hoard it, not to falsify slips, not to be, those guys that are taking from each other and giving them shitty products. Our job is to give to each other, to help each other win versus the books. So if we can do that through a better product, through better community, better, friendship, it doesn't matter, man. That's our job, all right? Anybody that sits there and goes, well, I'm a FanDuel affiliate and my job is to get them more subs, that's awesome. You're taking care of yourself, but make sure you still understand that it's still us versus them. You know what I mean?
Very well said. It is us versus them. We should be a community. Let's not tear each other down. Let's help. That's what we're trying to provide for people with this podcast, with you coming on. I don't care if it's about table tennis, WNBA, whatever the heck. We're making people money, and you have a gift, and I'm trying to help people with your head. So thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, somebody said to me the other day, like, why do you bet, WNBA? Because it's the softest market. It's the easiest market to penetrate. The model is very weak on the sportsbook side. I wouldn't say it's free money, but it's low-hanging fruit. You know what I mean? I do enjoy watching the women, and if you haven't watched the women lately in like the last year,
clip that shit right there. Carter says the WNBA is low-hanging fruit.
there is some ballers now. I mean, there is.
Yeah, Sophie Cunningham. I know.
It's at this level. Was I telling you the other day, Haywood? You're looking at it, right? These are 40-minute games, and now
Oh, yeah.
85
So-
to 105 points each team per game. Think
Right.
about that. So it's 8 minutes less, right? You're dealing with a 40-minute game, quote unquote. The pace is usually a little, it's perceived as sluggish, but it's not. When you start looking at the pace, if you look at like Heidman or Page or anybody that's pushing the ball, they're up and down the floor faster than like an AAU team. It is amazing basketball to watch, regardless of what political spectrum you're on, what you care about, and it's soft, like I said, meaning it's easier to bet. The lines are slower to react, right? There's less players, there's less superstars, there's less people that are going to achieve their lines, their props. Being a prop better only, I don't bet, straight up like over-unders or lines or spreads. I bet props only. It's the softest market that I've found. And if I get into table tennis and you know what, there's a market there, then we're going to make an app for table tennis too, because our job's to win money.
Well, what about pickleball? Like, what do you think about pickleball? Like, are you ready to jump on that action, or?
Dude, I got experience with pickleball, so.
Okay, so let's get into that.
Yeah, I'd rather pass on that one, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, pickleball is a sport, right? I mean, there's high level competitors.
I'm going to quote you. Pickleball's a sport, yeah?
It's a sport, bro. But no, I mean, when you watch, what's it called? The APP or whatever it's called these days? I forget. It's gone through.
OPP?
Yeah, you know me.
Yeah, I mean, there's ballers. I'm talking about from a betting lens. Anything that you can bet on, I don't care if it's billiards. Like, let's win money, man.
Right.
Tell
the folks at home you're talking about the lines though. It's very generous with WNBA. Like there's a lot of cushion. Talk about what you saw as a flaw yesterday. Was it yesterday with the certain amount of points with a certain player at the odds? Do you want to talk about that?
So who was it? I caught him slipping yesterday. Let me see.
You said for like 4 minutes they did not have the right odds on this player's points.
Yeah, let me pull them up. Hold on one sec. Who was it? Let me get my slips open. Wasn't Thomas. It was.
Is this somebody from the Mercury?
Was it Mabry? No, it wasn't Mabry. It doesn't matter who.
So
I
you're
will find out.
explain a
I will find
little
out
bit.
for you, though.
Explain a little bit. Like they're at like 8 or 10 points. They have the line.
Cardoso. Yeah, it was Cardoso on. She plays for the Sky. She plays for Chicago. So coming out of the third period, I believe, or coming out of halftime, she was at 16 points. I think she was. And she was like negative 290 or negative 310 or something like that. So again, I'd have to spend $310 to win $100, right? To people that are not bettors. But her line softened so quick for some reason. She got to 18 points, and going into the fourth quarter, she was at negative, what did I catch her at? Let me look at the slip here. I think she was at negative like 160 or 170, somewhere around there. And then it softened even to 150. So you got Cardoso, which is one of their best players. She's one of their stars. She's at 18 points, and she's, negative 150 for, 20 points. Didn't make sense. It made no sense so much that I had to check myself, and I just kept loading my slip going, what is going on? So I packaged her with Paige Beckers and Natisha Heidman, and, so I put that in. I got it to 151. So, 100 pays you 300. It's like I put her with Fudd and Paige again, and that got it to 127. So I just bet her, and I just packaged her with 5 or 6 people that were, again, 1 or 2 points away from their line, and knowing that they're going to be on the floor in the fourth quarter because it was a closer game. It finished up a 10-point game. So my head is just going, I'm just going to put her with everybody. I'm going to put her with everybody until the line changed. And then about 2-3 minutes into the fourth, it adjusted to like negative 480, just like that. Like somebody caught it. Like the AI finally said, oh yeah, I'm back from a coffee break. So I don't see that with NBA. As a guy that's so intimate with the lines all day, I don't see that with the NBA at all. I don't see them slipping. And when they do slip, it's so quick that it adjusts, and you've seen that, dude, right? I mean, where we're like texting each other and we're like, why do they have Cade right now at like, negative 210 and he's 5-0, and then boom, it adjusts to negative 450 like that.
Carter, let me ask you a question. Like, you don't see the NBA slipping?
Not to the extent that I do in WNBA.
Dude, we just showed a highlight earlier in the episode. I could probably bring it up again, but Dylan Harper last night wanted to come back into the game, but they refused letting him in.
Yeah, I'm talking about from an odds perspective. I heard that conversation that you were having about Harper, and as a guy that loves, I just told Hayward the other day.
He's one of our favorites.
My favorite player right now because he covers his line, he does the dirty shit, and you know what? He has the trust of his teammates.
But
he plays minutes.
But so what happened last night?
I don't know. We saw that earlier. Who did we see that with Hayward earlier in the year? And we're like, he wanted to come. Oh, it was Giannis. Remember, Giannis wanted to come back into that game or something. They wouldn't let him come back, and then
yeah. That's right. Was it like February?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, like
right around Super Bowl-ish, like that coming out of there. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't know what was up, man. I think if the player says they want to play, it does come down to the trainer, but
No, I feel like it has to come down to the player. If the player says I can play, I feel good enough to play, put me in the game, coach.
Yes,
but
and again, I'm not talking about people like their property, but their assets because.
No, they are fucking property. They're owned by someone. They're owned by someone,
right? So the corporation has to protect its assets, whether it's a
sure.
Vehicle,
That's what I'm gonna say. Like, I guess like if there's a potential of him re-injuring himself or hurting the team in the long run, sure, you leave him out.
Yeah.
But I mean, it didn't appear so to me yesterday that he couldn't play and would be a detriment to the future if he did play. I mean, he's a top 3 player on the team.
And it doesn't make sense in a playoff game that's close where he is one of the key. I mean, he is on the floor for those last 6-7 minutes.
These are the games you're supposed to play no matter what.
Yep, I agree. But you lean conspiracy anyway. I get that. There is probably
all right. You don't have to. You don't have to be a name caller, guy.
There's more to the story, is what I'm saying. You're right on this one. There's more to the story. It's going to come out. Something's up.
But to get back to, you're saying there's just more cushion with WNBA on them slipping the books. So
yeah, I mean, I just see it more. I just, like even right now, if we look, I'm looking at the real app. If you look at Charles, she's at 12 points. She plays for the Golden State Valkyries. It's a kind of close game, right? It's a 14-point spread. She's got 12 points right now. She's probably going to come back in. So we're looking at her for 15. And if we look at her for 15, of course, she's not on the board.
Okay. So these games are shorter, correct? So what's the average scores in the 70s and 80s for WNBA?
Yes, but we've been seeing a lot of 80s lately. And I'm talking about without overtime. So one of the things that I'm working on is pace. I feel like that's a very
important in WNBA, correct?
Yeah, and the books have that. I feel like their whole model is pace driven, right? And they have all their formulas. And I feel like nobody has really paced the WNBA. Nobody's really sat down and said, what is the pace of this team with this player versus this defensive position, right? And I know it gets all geeky and people are like, holy shit, this is deep. But those formulas get written. Like, we're literally writing that code. How does this player match up against the 3? How do they match up against the 4? How do they match up against this? What is their shot volume? What do they match up against specific players? Once we can figure out the pace, right, and we can actually anticipate, I mean, again, over under, that's fantastic for somebody like you. But in terms of player props, now we're really starting to isolate when the books are really slipping. So the whole algorithm's job, right, is to take our live line from whatever your chosen book is, let's say FanDuel, and find where they're slipping. So where are they slipping right now? And by slipping, it doesn't mean that potentially they feel their model is wrong. Our model feels their model is wrong, if that makes sense. Right? We've identified the pace is wrong for the minutes, for the shot volume, for the matchup, for the position, for the fouls, for, all of that is considered.
I haven't watched very much WNBA, so I'm trying to soak all this in. Is it similar as far as when you lay your lays? Is it like late in the first, early in the second, halftime, so on and so forth? It's just like the same thing you do with NBA, correct?
Yeah, I mean, I was in the shower when the game started. I really don't pay attention that much until, the end of the first quarter, and then I don't even turn on the game or look at a box score. I go straight to reel, and I look at the play-by-play, and I see exactly who's been scored. Then I go to the box score, and what I'm looking at in the box score is the first glance is always, and to give away the secret, let's help the community, right? Points are important, but shot volume's as equally important to me, right?
Yep. It's just as important.
So if Fudd's putting up 6 shots, but she only has 1, well, she has the trust of her teammates. They're passing her the ball. She's getting usage, right? She has use. So 6 could turn into 12 very quickly, and if she catches fire. So playing her for 5 is a no-brainer. So you can catch her Fudd at minus 600 at 5. So my job then is to find 2 or 3 or 4 people that have similar either pace or potential and put them together to get that to plus 100, put $50 on it and call it a day, move on to the next bet. So that's what I'm doing when I'm capping. At the end of the first quarter, early second quarter, looking at substitution patterns, making sure there's no injuries. Now, knowing that the players and the teams, I kind of know what just like in NBA inherently, like who's coming in at what time, I kind of know that with WNBA. So with the rookies now, we've played about 5 games, so we know how the rookies are starting to fit in, and there was a feeling out process. But I feel like now we kind of know how the rookies are fitting in and where the trust is. So yeah, coming into the second quarter, out of the first quarter, is where I feel the lines are starting to adjust. But you can still find some value in there.
Now, in this sport, do you concentrate more on the stars instead of the role players?
It's a good question. Like a lot of rookies are really overperforming, right? I mean, I had to learn.
Overperforming?
Overperforming, correct. So you are star driven, but you're star driven in the 15s to 20s to 25s, right? Close games, Paige is going to get the ball. Like last night, I bet Paige for 20 points, straight up. And I don't do a lot of straight up bets. But she was, she's going to have the ball in her hands towards the end of the game. So I bet her for 20. Now, I didn't get a lot of great value on it, but it's worth the bet. So stars late, role players, I love that you can bet 5 points. You can do that in the NBA on FanDuel, but I love the 5-point kind of threshold to 10 points because you can really get somebody like a Tina Charles, or let me look at my, Saloon, or a Hayes. You can really get them to get to 5 points with value. And again, we're trying to put together a parlay. We're trying to put 3 or 4 people together to get that to plus 100, plus 200. That makes sense.
Okay, so a little bit more star driven.
Star driven, but you're looking really, you're looking at minutes. I slip all the time. I forget to look at fouls a lot.
Okay. Okay. Is there 5 in WNBA, or is it 6 like NBA?
It's 6. Yeah.
Okay, so we have 40 minutes in game time, correct? Not 48.
40 minutes of game time. Yep. 10 minutes per quarter.
Is there a lot of funny business like NBA with rotations?
I haven't seen a lot. Like I said, it's a new season. Seems like a lot of a lot of people have fallen down because the rookies kind of taken their spot. But I feel like, and this is something I did want to talk to you guys about, which goes into your question, the WNBA is very physical.
Really?
Watching WNBA game compared to an NBA game.
Okay.
It's like rugby versus like.
No shit.
I'm being serious. And a lot of the rookies.
Do you know what Sophie's nickname is?
Scrum Master.
The Enforcer, Carter. Okay, it's the
Scrum
Enforcer.
Master.
Scrum Master. Yes, I know. She came to Caitlin Clark aid, and she's a big hero. Yeah, I know. More Sophie talk.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the uptick. Everybody coming in and talk about Sophie. Look. Now you got 10,000 viewers. Look at that.
Yeah, no. I mean, dude, who doesn't love a pretty blonde girl? I mean, come on.
Sophie, come on the show. Snoop would love that.
Right? Come on.
Actually, I have reached out to her to.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
I don't fuck around, dude. You know what? Like, if there's somebody I want to talk to,
I mean,
I'll talk to you.
You got me numerous times on your show. I mean, you go right to the top, brother.
Oh, well, you had me at hello, Carter.
Dude, I got soft eyes. That's why.
You know what you look like to me? Dana Carvey.
So yeah, so
You
one
said
of
this before. Hey, I gotta
somebody
check
on
out the
one of your
dog. I'll be right
shows-
back.
Yeah, somebody on one of your shows, I think it was when I did the one-on-one interview with you, said I look like what's the guy's name from Dana Carvey plays that one guy.
Garth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Says I look
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Garth.
Yeah.
He said an intelligent Garth, I think. And I said, you know what? I said to my wife, do you know who Garth is? And she said, no. And I showed her a picture. She didn't say anything. She just laughed and, the little giggle that women do. I'm like,
So that's not a disagreement.
is that a bad giggle? Is Garth handsome? Not handsome? I don't think he's.
You know what, dude? I think Garth is handsome.
All right, I'll take it.
Yeah, and you know what? I think Garth was intelligent as well. So I feel like that's a compliment of sorts.
Of sorts.
Yeah.
Like the compliment of sorts, right?
Dude, yeah. Do you what's going on with Sophie Cunningham? Let's talk about her for a second because you are more up to date probably than I am. Is she gonna play? What's going on with her? Her knee is okay? What?
Yeah, I mean, if we look at her game, I think let's look at her game logs. I'm a data guy. Let's talk facts, right? So facts are
Data Carvey.
Data Carvey. I told you, I already registered it. So her line last night was a whopping 15 minutes, 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. She went 1 for 5 and 0 for 4 from downtown. Yeah, she wasn't in foul trouble. She played about the same minutes that she normally plays. Yeah, that rookie, I forget her name, Johnson. What's her name? I forget her name, but Johnson's kind of taken over a lot of her minutes. And by a lot, I mean she's in the 20s. Johnson's in the 20s, whereas Sophie is now in the 15, 16, 17s. So her minutes are getting gobbled up by, a rookie. But yeah,
I wish she would have never been traded from the Valley. Yeah. Unfortunately, she had relations with.
That's why you like her. I get it.
With upper
All
management.
the time, yeah. I get you.
Well, no, I never even paid attention to it until I started talking to you about the WNBA, bro. But she's my new favorite basketball player, male or female. She's my new favorite.
Yeah, I got some favorites. I mean, I like, I like her work ethic, and there's nothing against it. I'm betting production. I can't bet work ethic. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and I can't bet unpredictability. I think the one thing as a betting guy or a guy that's run businesses or put together models, predictability in people, in data, in a couch, it doesn't matter what it is, the most important thing in life, right? I mean, you've got to be able to predict it and it's got to be even tempered. And with Sophie, it's kind of like one of these things of like, that's what I mean by a live model would help you out with Sophie of like, dude.
She is a live model.
She's literally a live model, dude. That's so funny. That's so funny. Pin that right there.
Is she one of the star players in the league, Carter?
Is she what?
Is she one of the best players in the league? Is she a star?
No.
No?
And not as far as performance, but
she's
she's
a
probably
name.
like a face of the league, maybe.
Yeah, she has endorsements. She plays with Caitlin. Caitlin's the star of the league, that's
They play together?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you?
I don't
being
know
for
shit.
real?
I don't know shit about WNBA, man.
Jesus Christ, dude! How do I know more about the WNBA than you do?
You answered your own question there. Sophie.
You guys were talking about Portland before. I haven't looked into this, but I'm wondering if it's the same ownership group because now the women just went through a collective bargaining agreement. They're getting paid I wouldn't say men's money, but they're getting paid a lot, 10 to 20 times raises from last
Well,
year.
all of them just got a raise. The whole WNBA just
The
got a
whole
raise.
WNBA, and now they're traveling on their own jets or first class or whatever. They're literally, they've arrived. So
Is
I wonder
that
if the ownership is Portland 2 teams.
Is it deserved? Is this raise deserved?
The
Let's be
arenas
honest.
the arenas are full every single freaking
But
night.
let's be honest. The league is losing money.
So the WNBA in Portland's kind of like
They're losing
NBA.
money. They just got a new TV contract, right? I think they
They
just signed
did.
a huge deal.
They did. So
They're losing money. Think about the rev share on those deals. How is that losing money?
They're subsidized by the NBA. The NBA has to give them money every year just to survive.
that means the NBA is losing money, doesn't it? By subsidizing them, how does that hit their balance sheet the wrong way? I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
I'm just
So
saying.
they have a good
Go
fan
ahead.
base too, right? In Portland.
Great fan base.
Okay,
And you
okay.
know what? Again, politics aside, it's a diverse fan base. It's very loud. It's very interactive. If you watch a game on TV, put on the Ion channel or wherever or Amazon. Amazon's carrying the games now, part of the new contract. Just put on a game. Turn down the volume if you want to, but watch the pace, watch the competitive level, and then just look at the fans because the place is packed. And it's pretty crazy, man. It's like, Madison Square Garden on a playoff game, like almost every night. Like there's rarely do you see, empty seats, even late in the season. So again, I'm not getting paid by the WNBA. They don't give me any money. I could care less.
I'm not convinced of that.
He is an agent. I mean,
That's true. You never know who's subsidizing my new build on my new model over here, right?
Carter, I'm gonna. I'll look into my ticket guide. Maybe we'll go to a Mercury game.
I just told
Maybe
the
Snoop will
family I
go.
would love to go see Alicia Thomas and sit there and I would love to do that with you, man.
Mercury's one of the better teams to bet on as far as player props live. They have a good squad, don't they?
Absolutely. Like tonight, Natasha Mack, like she's my number one. I think she's 9.5 points at plus 100. Love Mack. She rebounds. So you got Mack, you got Thomas. They got this new girl. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Nogic, Nogic.
Okay.
She's a stud. DeWanna Bonner, she's a stud. Copper, she's a stud.
Damn.
Yeah, they're definitely the team. And they're playing the Sparks tonight, and the Sparks are not very good this year. So yeah.
Okay. So
it's
we
gonna
got.
be a great game.
So Williams needs 3 more. Looks like 7:47 left. The Lynx up by 23. She's in the game right now. And then Skies.
Sykes is still on the bench. What is she doing?
She is.
She'll come in, hopefully. Well, it's a real blowout. It's 23-point blowout.
We'll see. So the Mercury's a good team. One of your favorite teams, right? As we were talking about.
Definitely. Mercury are great to bet. I love betting the Valkyrie. The Lynx are an okay team to bet. There's McBride. Who else do we got over there? Seattle. Seattle's a good team to bet. Toronto is fun to bet. Toronto's almost like the NBA Toronto. Like they're just fun. They got some ballers. They got a lot of energy. They're an upstart team, because they're a rookie franchise. So there's a lot to bet there. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a little late writing this down. So Mercury, there's quite a few players. Alyssa Thomas, you like, right?
Oh yeah, love.
All right. Mac, you like, okay, and for rebounds for her too, okay, and
Bonner
DeWanna.
for rebounds, yeah. Bonner
Okay,
for
okay.
rebounds, easy 5 points, 10 points on many nights. Watch her pace.
What do you like Thomas for? Points?
She's a triple double machine, dude. I mean,
Okay.
she her line gets set. She's one of those people that people are hypersensitive to betting. So her lines always suck. And you can't get good value off her. You just use her to package. And usually what I do is I put her down, depending on usage pace, how she's doing. She's 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 10 points. You package that with 3 or 4 other legs, and it's worth it. Sometimes you can get a little bit of value later in the game, but yeah, she's definitely somebody that the books price, I would say, wrong for us, right for them.
Okay, is playing on the road irrelevant with betting in WNBA?
It's a good question. I really haven't paid that much attention to road versus away or looked at the data, but I'm going to make a note to do it. But there are blowouts. I think you have to be careful. I think a lot of road teams do get blown out, so I don't know if that cosigns what you're saying. But there are a lot of blowouts. You got to be careful. But there aren't a lot. It's not like it's not like the NBA where you get 12 capable dudes on the bench and you're going to see those bottom 4, 5, 6.
Right.
It's a blowout. They will still play. I wouldn't say star players, but they'll play role players still late into the game and then sub in. Tiffany, Bob, and Henry.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Not like an NBA game where a star player's on the bench and they're down by 22 and he's supposed to come back in 8-9 minutes left in the fourth, where he might not come in if they're down that big. Where in
Yeah,
WNBA,
or
they-
you're intentionally tanking and you're only down by what, 6 points in the fourth because your B team made a run, but you won't put the A team back in.
Came back in.
That's a bunch of bullshit. That goes straight out to Utah. Utah, peace. Thanks.
yeah,
Still bitter about that.
Oh yeah, okay.
Remember that? Marketing.
Oh yeah,
and, who else? Who else let us
we
down?
both had parlays on that.
Bullshit.
It was
man. We're
that
about
was
to win
we could have won
5
big money
figures
that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a pregame with all those guys. I needed 1 point from all those players that didn't come back in.
That's absolute bullshit.
Bullshit is right. So is the question? Is a
I love
the
your
lot?
questions. Keep coming.
A lot of your bottom teams in WNBA. Is there a lot more bottom teams in NBA? Is the competitiveness? Is there a certain amount of elite teams?
Yeah, I mean, there's elite teams, but again, as a guy that bets player props, I'm not looking at the record. I'm not looking at, I'm not going in going, oh, the Sparks are 1-3, and they're playing against, Phoenix that's 3-1. I'm not looking at it that way. I'm looking more at it like, what's the matchup? How is Alicia Thomas going to match? Alicia Thomas is a paint animal. Like, she's going to be in the paint a lot. How's she matching up against the Sparks? And when you really look at, who the Sparks are putting on the floor, like tonight, like, let's actually look at them. They're going to have Hamby in the paint. Maki, I forget how you say her name. And then Brink is starting to get more minutes. Cameron Brink, by the way, if you like tall, lanky blondes, there you go.
There you go, Snoop.
Stop
Cameron
it.
Brink.
You know what?
Right.
That's what this guy taught me, was it's all about matchups. When he was trying to teach me how to play fantasy football, he said it's all about the matchups.
Yeah, and that's how I cap football. I mean, that is my number one thing. How is wide receiver one versus, and yeah, there's a whole model we have for that as well. But yeah, for me, it's all matchups with that.
Williams cleared 15. Skiles is not in the game. Skies not in the game still.
Thanks. She'll come in. She's going to come in for us. Here she
All right,
comes.
let's go. Let's go.
Right
Yeah,
now-
it is. It is all about the matchup, especially in fantasy. But like same thing, like we look at it the same type of lens with betting. Like what he said, he looks at it as well. So yeah, it is about the matchup. Maybe all of us can go to a game. That would be badass.
It would be badass.
Snoop, you ever been to a WNBA game?
No.
No, I think I've been to one. I think so. Hey, why not?
The hate these ladies get on the Real app, man. Oh my.
Oh
God.
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's terrible. Like, as a guy that looks at the comments, because I look at the product, I'm always looking at the Real app and what they've added and how the social layer interacts with the actual betting layer or the data layer. The hate these ladies get compared to the NBA guys, it is ruthless, man.
Is it worse?
Oh, I mean, look at Sykes' comments right now. She has 288 comments that are just like, it's pretty bad, dude. It's not
Yeah,
nice.
those are just internet trolls. I deal with a lot of them myself. I get it.
People are idiots.
I know.
She's not coming in. I hate to tell you, man. I don't know if she's hurt. I don't know what's happening here.
All right, this is a blowout too.
Yeah, but she should come back in. She's like the energy, the little, Energizer bunny. She should be back in here. We'll see.
So I got on my notes. I'm writing down some players that you're concentrating on. So I'm a little slow on writing them down. But I got Thomas, Mack, Bonner. Give out some other players that you like that you
Courtney
maybe already
Williams.
read.
I'm looking at my kind of hit list. Courtney Williams with the Lynx. She plays for Minnesota. She was a good player last year, good for 10 all the time, 15 on a good night. She's been putting up 15 pretty much steadily. Let's see, who else we got? Burton. Burton puts up 10 easy. She plays for Golden State.
Okay.
Olivia Miles is one of my most favorite people to bet. She was on.
Miles.
She played for Phoenix last year. This year she's on the Lynx. She's a guard.
What do you like? What do you like on her points?
Yeah, points. The usage has been weird in the beginning of the season. I think they're trying to figure out the rookies, and because she's new to the team. But yeah, she's good for 10 every night. Miles.
Okay, and Burton, you like points as well?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, The old steadies, Howard, always a go-to. Howard plays for the Lynx as well, so Minnesota.
They got a good team, it sounds like. All right.
I love this player, Kiki Rice.
Cool name.
She's a rookie. She plays for Toronto. A lot of energy.
Like
super disciplined. Yeah.
Points for her and points for Howard too.
Yep. Points Howard, rebounds as well.
Okay.
Yeah, in terms of like the who's who, it's a deeper dive, honestly, because there's people that can win you money, like at value, and there's other people that can just, you want a package, right? So in full transparency, and the reason that I'm transparent on social media is because I'm a volume better. We may go, this first window, we may go 1 for 6 or 0 for 8. Doesn't matter to me. It's the next window as well. So like last night, the first window, I think we hit one bet. So we were down $200-300. And then, I had to go pick up the boy at work, and I had to drive around, and I got the Real app open, and I'm just like, and I had my bets out, and boom, we're just cashing. So the volume play for me is kind of the way I bet. I don't
Similar to NBA, if you're feeling it, you don't mind putting some of the same lays in a different lay, correct?
Yeah, I mean, again, the same thing we just said about Cardoso. When I find somebody or 2 or 3 people, I will play, those 2 or 3 people together. I will try to find 3 or more, 4 more people to throw in with them. I will continue to find those negative 800s and negative 1100s to just sweeten it. And the thing about parlay is, and I don't know what FanDuel's formula is. I've listened to a lot of like inside information on how they price their parlays and how things work. And it may be so simple that I'm overthinking it, but like sometimes you got 6, 7 dudes in there, or girls in there, and you got, you add an 1100 and you're like, dude, that just juiced it up like 53. And then you add an 800 and that just it up another 100. So adding these lower levels, like somebody at 19 to get to 20 or 18 to get to 20, sometimes somebody will look at that bet and go, it's negative 800. That makes no fucking sense. Why would I do that? You're not doing it single. You're packaging those fools together. You're putting them all together in a lay so you can bet 100 on it with 8 people that 6 are going to achieve their lines at no value, with the 2 that are mispriced or the 2 that you think have the value to juice it all up. That makes sense.
Well, good reads on the first one. It looks like she's not going to get back in. There's 3 minutes left. It's still like a 30-point game. So
super blowout.
That's all right. We got another game coming up at 7:00. It's Sparks and Mercury. It looks like
there's something up. There's no reason. She only got 7 shots up. It's really, really weird. I guess it's just a blowout, and that's why. But
is there an underdog WNBA for news?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good thing to know.
Yeah, but I just looked. It doesn't look like she's hurt. Nobody, normally somebody's bitching and complaining in the comments on Real, and then somebody goes, she's hurt.
Right. So Mac, she got hurt and burned us on the hook. She
hooked us the other night. Yeah.
Yeah. She. You
had to take a walk, if I remember correctly.
It happens. I had a bad afternoon that day, but we turn around next day. So, but yeah, okay, all right. So maybe this is a game we could pick on coming up. And you don't do any pregame. What's the earliest you do any live betting in WNBA?
I mean, again, I could be in the first few minutes, but like we just said, it's usually the end of first quarter, beginning of second quarter. I'm looking to see, again, how the matchup is, what the pace is, and who's feeling it. It's like any night, I mean, Kobe can go out and score 50, right? But if Kobe's not having a night, who's coming in? Like who's the next up? It's the same with anything.
What did you say?
What? What was that?
What again?
What did you say?
So yeah, I mean, in the first quarter, towards the end of the first quarter, but where I've been making a lot of reads lately, and you noticed in NBA, right? Last year, fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah. SGA for some reason is always mispriced on threes if he only has 1 or 0 going in the fourth. Dude, he was plus money the other night. I caught him at like plus 188 for a 3 with like 9 or 10 minutes left in the fourth in a close game. He's gonna put it up.
I think I looked this up the other day. I think it was like 76% of his games this year. He had a 3 with 8 minutes or less in the fourth.
Really? Is that a
Yeah.
fact?
Yeah, I looked it up the other day. It's like 74, 76% for the
You know,
season.
and as a guy that dives deep into data all day, like I'm looking at him and I'll go back through his box scores and I'll be like, 5 attempts, 5 attempts, 3 attempts, 3 attempts, 2 attempts, 3, 4, like, so, I haven't got as granular as you just said, other than if he hasn't hit one going into the fourth and he's plus
gonna-
188, I'm going to put $100 on him. Like, let's go. Like, he that's good return, and same thing with, I'm in the ladies mode right now. Cavs, who's the big man?
Allen,
No, other guy.
Mobley.
Mobley, he's going to hit a 3. Okay, I don't care if he goes 0 for 3 in the first half. He's going to knock down a 3. I've been playing in NBA. I've been playing a lot. Like if I'm stressed for time and I'm just betting the ladies and I peek in on NBA, I'll be like, well, shit. Cat hasn't hit a 3 yet, and Mobley hasn't hit a 3 yet, and what's his name's only hit 1 3. Like I'll just package a bunch of threes together.
Mobley's got 2 tonight.
There you go. There you go.
Sorry to interrupt you. 85-70, end of the third quarter. Knicks are up by 15.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That's crazy. So like Mitchell, right? Is he going to get run in the fourth? It's a playoff game.
Yeah, he's going to get run.
He has 2 threes, right? So I'd put a 3 in there right now. Like if I was going to bet this game live, and I'm not advocating, let's freaking do it. Who cares?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. What you got, Carter?
We can't, without getting banned.
Oh, yeah,
No,
right.
fuck it, we're already fucking banned. It doesn't matter now. Go.
Strus is plus 148 for 2 threes. Do you think he's going to be chucking in the fourth quarter down by 15? They're going to give it 3 to 4 minutes to see if they get back in it, right?
He's 1 for 3 and 1 for 6 regular field goals.
I'm putting him for 1. Let's go. Mitchell, let's throw him in for 3. So that just those two, Strus and Mitchell, get you to plus 284. Just those two.
You like that?
I do, but I'm going
Ew.
to see what Cat's doing because Cat's a showboat, and even though he's down by 15, if he gets back in, he's hit 3 threes. Holy shit! Nope, we're not doing that.
Donovan Mitchell is plus money by itself. Now it's minus. Now it's changed.
It's crazy.
And you said Strus for 2?
So B team just came in, right? You got Shamit, Alvarado, and McBride. Those 3 are notorious for just jacking, right? Especially in long shot games. McBride's 1 for 4. Alvarado hasn't shot anything. Shamit's 0 for 1 just in field goals. So one of those dudes going to knock one down. Find your guy and put him in there and juice that thing up to plus. Oh, Strus just hit one, I think, dude.
Yep, it's locked.
He came out. That's why they locked it.
Ah, okay. Okay.
So we're
His
thinking
line is now for 2. It's still locked for 2.
All right. So I'm going to look at who do we like here? McBride, Alvarado, or Shamit? I'm going to go Shamit. Put Shamit in for 1. Oh, he's not on the board.
It's not even listed.
They're
Yeah.
locking everything up. It's not even worth betting.
1-3 for Donovan's plus money.
Yeah. So again, to the same philosophy with the ladies, who's low-hanging fruit that you can push to 10 or push to 15 or, can get to rebounds, right? So how do we package that up a little more? I don't see anything really. Towns to 20? Is Towns going to stay in long enough to get 20?
He's 2 more points. He's been in the line 2 times. He's 1 for 2.
That does nothing. Doesn't even bring us anywhere. In fact, it takes us to negative for some
Yeah.
reason.
Does.
Yeah, there's nothing worth betting here, in my opinion.
Probably if Merrill for 1-3 is plus money. Yeah.
Tyson only had 5 minutes. Tyson. I mean, he was a guy that can average 15 during the regular season. So if he's going to get some run here, he might put up some shots. But I don't want to steer you wrong like I just did with Sykes. It's the exact same philosophy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like anything here. I'd rather save my money for the ladies later.
No problem. I like Mitchell for 1-3.
Yeah, I'll bet that with you. Let's do it.
I'm doing that. And single, it's plus money. So I'll do that.
Yeah. I got him at plus 100 for 2.
Okay.
Excuse me, for 3. For 3.
Just went down. Yeah, 3. He's got 2. So for 3 is the bet, correct? Just double checking.
Yep.
Okay, plus money. All right. I'll put that with the link to the show, so I'll do that right now.
Yeah, Sykes never got back in, brother. My bad. And I had her in everything, like 1, 2, 3. Oh, she hooked me on this one.
Oh,
So
man.
I got this one to 604. She was plus 604. 100 paid me 704. She's the hook.
Ah,
Everybody else came in.
ah,
Dude, you gotta be kidding me.
damn.
Oh, it's all good.
I want you. Do you have that? Do you have clips of some of your wins lately? We could show the people to back what you're saying. I mean, some of your slips. Do you have that video board from the other day?
The video board.
Yeah, with all your.
it's in my
Can
thing
you?
somewhere.
We could show that. So all the people at home, he knows what he's talking about. And I'm going to show him proof of some of these bet slips. So that's why I was going to ask you to see. Bring some up.
I can go to my Twitter.
I'll make Snoop's birthday. He wants a Sophie Cunningham jersey.
Well, just pull up my
I don't
last
want a
Twitter. I got
fucking jersey. I want Sophie for my birthday. What the fuck?
we go to actually I can share this or you can share it. It's if you go to my Twitter, the odds are one, you can see it. You can see the last. So this was last night.
You want me to get it? Want me to get it?
I can share if you want me
Yeah,
to share.
sure.
All right, I'm sharing.
Perfect.
Can you see? Can you see?
There we go. Love the new graphics, by the way.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, and secret, any AI graphics are being seriously, I don't know. They're just X is like not sharing a lot of AI shit. So I just copy and paste it and take a screenshot of it. That's why the quality isn't great on this, but it doesn't get flagged as AI, which is what I like. But yeah, this was a good night. This was last night. So we put out 5. We won 1,000. So if you can see this was one bet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs. 100 paid us 120, another 200 paid 454, 120 paid 304, 109 paid 202. So in full transparency, we had 3 bets in that window that did not hit. That would have brought us down to probably around 150, 180. So we still netted out almost $400 on that window.
Awesome.
Alone. Yeah. So the past couple nights we've been up in the 700 in winnings the other night, 1,000 last night minus the losses. So yeah, put some stuff together, man. It's not been bad.
Snoop, you have any breaking news?
I don't have any breaking news. I don't think. I got some news we can talk about. Some Sun stuff if after the interview. And then I got I got a little bit of NBA stuff, but like I said, we also have a shoe release. We'll talk about after the interview as well.
Yeah.
So funny.
You have any AI stuff to show, Carter?
I heard you talking about Kuzi earlier, by the way. Yeah,
What's that? What'd you say?
I appreciate that.
What'd you say, Carter?
You were talking about Kuzi earlier, right?
Yeah, Bob.
Oh, Cousy. I did mention Bob Cousy. You know what? I got one thing I can share with Mr. Carter here. There's a lot of hype about what's going to happen with Giannis Antetokounmpo, however the hell you say his name. But check this out.
What if Giannis played in the 1960s?
Not another one of those.
Game 1, nobody has a plan. 6'11", 242 pounds. Running like a sprinter, finishing like a freight train. Coaches just point and hope. Week 1, defenders try to body him. They bounce off, like hitting a wall that decided to start moving. Month 1, the only answer is fouling. Send him to the line and pray. It doesn't work either. Month 2, coast to coast in 4 steps in an era where that's not supposed to be possible. Travel again. The league spends a whole week arguing about how many steps that actually was. Some nights they call it every possession. Other nights they just stare and let it happen. happen. Season 1, the numbers are embarrassing. 67 points, 40 rebounds, 0 assists. Just violence disguised as basketball. Then, March 2nd, 1962. Wilt goes for 100, except he doesn't. Giannis is guarding him. Every drive cut off, every putback snatched out the air. Wilt finishes with 43. Still Wilt, but the record never happens because tonight, somebody could stop him. A whole chapter of NBA history rewritten because one player from Athens showed up 60 years too early. Follow for more NBA timelines and comment who you want to see next.
Ooh.
That's gonna be awesome if he's a Sun or a Miami Heat.
Wait, whoa.
I think
heard
that's
you guys
where he's
talking about
going.
that earlier. Why would he come to Phoenix?
He wants to play here.
It's a preferred destination.
He wants to play here. It's one of his top places. Did you watch our Flex show?
I caught a little of it, but I did hear you guys glossing the Suns earlier. I don't know, man.
Yeah, one of his destinations. He wants to play here. So we'll see what happens.
But he wants to win a title, right?
That has to come into play. That's for sure.
Wow. So that's it. Good night from Carter Kong, everybody.
Coming from a Celtics fan, I know I don't have much to talk about this year, but you know.
You don't think he can make us title contenders if he comes there? Or better, closer to it?
I love your team this last season compared to the previous season. Obviously, a lot to do with KD and things, but yeah, I think you have a good foundation of a team. It's enjoyable to watch. It's more enjoyable to bet. But yeah, I think he could make you a contender for sure. But it's the West. You need to go to the East because the East is soft. You need to go to the Celtics or the Heat. You know, need to go to someplace like that, in my opinion, if you're Giannis. If rings matter.
This is soft. Watch when
go to the West.
the title this year.
Why would I go up against Wemby every single final? You know,
fucking shit. And
Why would I
OKC.
go against KC, who has like the deepest team in the league?
Carter, the Knicks are going to win the championship this year. So
dude, I
the
heard that
champions
from
are going to
dude.
be in the East.
Dude, I will bet you. What do you want to bet? You want to bet Sophie Cunningham's like what left sock? I find out how to hit it.
I'm
I will
partial.
buy that for you if the Knicks win.
I'm
I will
partial
find out
to
a way
the
get
right
Sophie's
sock,
left
but I mean, I'll take a left, but I prefer the right. But I mean, it is what it is.
Snoop did say Knicks
Is that
on the
your sock of
podcast.
choice?
I've been saying Knicks for the last 2 years.
Dude, the Knicks are not going to win. They're not. They're not. Okay.
Through 11, I'm writing this down because I'm going to clip it.
It's going to be
Carter.
OKC or San Antonio. You know it. I know it.
You
we all
think the
know it.
Cavs are going to the finals?
The Cavs?
They're from Cleveland.
Are they? They have a guy like LeBron that plays there, right? Isn't LeBron and Isaiah Thomas and
Never heard of him.
isn't Mike Miller over
Isaiah
there?
Thomas. What the fuck, man?
I heard him on the Dan Patrick show. Oh, that was the other day, Isaiah Thomas. I heard him on someplace the other day. Yeah. Hey, that's why I was asking about your boy Flex from New Jersey because I think he was a caller into Dan Patrick the other day. I was listening to him.
Yeah,
Really?
all right.
Flex from Jersey, and I swear to God, it was Flex from Jersey.
Probably could have been.
Voice. They introduced him as Flex. I'm like, that's got to be Flex from Jersey.
He's the man.
Yeah,
I mean,
He knows his
dropping
shit.
bombs, you know, and like just that voice, the rat. I was like, that's gotta be him.
Probably was him. I'll look into that. I'm not sure if he's family or just really good friends. Harper in San Antonio, he's really close with.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, you told me he's got some inside information. He knows what's up and who's who.
Yeah, the starting backcourt next year will be Castle and him. Fox, they're going to try to get off of.
Gotcha.
hey, I would love him, Fox, to come to Phoenix.
That would be the shit. That would be the shit. That would be a good spot.
I would rather have him than Jason Kidd.
So my model
coach.
is saying that Thomas is good for 16 tonight. I think it's still early to bet that, but that's what the model is saying at the moment. It's saying Bonner's good for 10 at the moment. Let's see what she has in rebounds. Rebounds over 7. 6.5 is her line. And then, let's see. Yeah, and she's good for 1-3 according to this the model. Just got an alert, so you can test that if you want to. Sorry to interrupt you guys.
No, you're good. You're good. Too early to possibly you like anything right now on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's like 8-8 or 10-8 or something. Let's see what the score is. Yeah, it's 8-8. It's another thing I don't like about FanDuel. FanDuel does not give you the points of the ladies. You know how they on the
Yes,
NBA? Oh, yeah.
I noticed that on the slips. Like I'm checking the bet slip right now. It doesn't say where they're at.
Even more reason to use my app.
Ah,
Let's go.
odds are, baby.
Let's go. Let me look live here real quick. See what we got going on.
All the people at home, if you're listening, like, repost, and if you got any questions, drop them. If anybody's wanting to give Carter, give him any question you want while he's here. We don't got too much longer with him, so.
Yeah, if you got any questions, let me know, man. I geek out on people that love data and just are nerds and like to nerd out. So, got any nerd talk? I'm a nerd talker. Let's go.
I'm waiting for Snoop to say something.
I got nothing.
I know, dude, he's so predictable. I knew what he's gonna say.
What?
Right,
What
hold
am I
on.
going to say?
What were you gonna say? Hey, what was I gonna say there? Let's
What
see
am I
what's
going to
going
say?
on.
Yeah?
Yeah, that Kuzi, he can dribble the ball, can he? Look at him go.
Here comes Kuzi out of the backcourt. Oh
Where's
no,
he
what's he
dribbling
going to
lefty?
do?
Look at him.
He
He can
dishes
look
it
at
off
him.
to Russell.
Dribbling
Here
lefty.
comes Havlicek. Oh my God, Havlicek stole the ball.
That's pretty
Havlicek
good.
stole the ball.
That's pretty good, Snoop.
Havlicek
Holy
stole
shit.
the ball. Stole the ball. Havlicek stole the ball.
What was that guy's name? The announcer?
Oh, no, that's the Lakers, dude. What's
Talking about
the
Red Auerbach, the
Yeah.
coach?
No, the guy
Oh, you're talking about
announcing.
the announcer. Oh,
Yeah.
why am I drawing a blank on the freaking announcer?
He was a long-time announcer, right? Legend? I forget his name, but that was pretty good, Snoop. Havlicek sold the ball. That's pretty funny.
I was gonna do it again, but it wouldn't.
Johnny Most. I did have to Google it. I should know that by like the back of my hand. Johnny Most.
Okay, Johnny.
Literally would
I-
sit there smoking heaters.
during the show, during the game, right?
During the game, yeah. Smoking heaters.
When you could smoke inside the building.
Imagine that.
Can you imagine these players today if you're allowed to smoke at the free throw line? Kaminga lights up a doobie.
Imagine Jake Cutler throwing touchdowns with a
Do
model.
I know any other players that haven't achieved anything ever that should have achieved stuff? Oh, Kaminga, there you go. That's a pull. That's so funny. Kaminga.
Oh man. Anything you like right now to hold off?
There's no there's
Okay.
nothing going on. So Thomas has got 1 point, right? Nachik is at 2 points. It's just too early. I mean, Mac is trending. Let's see what her 10 is. Give me a second. Mac's negative 350. So if we could find some people to put with her. Let's see what she has for rebounds. How many rebounds does she have right now?
Return of the Mac.
Two.
Zero
Nope.
rebounds. Oh, that's
Zero.
We don't want another hook by her. I can tell you.
Yeah.
that.
We could hold off if you do. If we end up not having you on and you want to bet something, send it to me and I'll post it. I'll write it.
Sounds good. Let's see what Copper is right now for. She's not even listed for 10. Yeah. Yeah, it's too early, man. There's no
Really?
it's a hard read right now, in my opinion.
Stoop, you have anything else you want to talk about before we get to the interview?
Oh, Plum 3 threes. She should 192. Hit that real quick.
The brunette, right?
Oh, she just dropped. See, we caught him slipping. It was negative 192, and it just went to negative 1100.
Oh man. See, that's what you're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. That was quick, though. I mean, they adjusted. So you're watching the real app. You see what happened in real time. That was probably 40 seconds latency. where I think
Kelsey
in the
Plum?
NBA yeah, we're on the NBA. It's literally 3 to 5 seconds before the line changes. That was a good 30 seconds before they changed the line.
Unlike NBA.
Unlike NBA.
Yay. Now that Snoop, that's a player I do know of. I like her. She's cute.
Kelsey Plum,
Yeah, I do like her.
3-point shooter. You know,
Hey Carter, are you gonna join us after the interview? Are you gonna come back up, or you gotta bounce?
where am I going? What do
I don't
gotta
know. I'm just asking because Haywood was asking me if I have anything else I want to talk about. I did want to bring one more thing up, but we can do it after the interview, or we could do it now.
So we have a 45-minute interview with a guy that Snoop interviewed, and we want to put it, and then we still have another segment. So whatever's good for you.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to bounce, unfortunately.
All right, then I'll bring it up now. Then,
Yeah, go for it.
dude. So check this out here.
What do you got?
Let me share it here. The coolest thing about White Sox Edgar Quierro hitting the walk-off homer against the Chicago Cubs on Sunday was he was DMing people the morning that he was scripted to hit the walk-off home run. So allegedly, these are messages that he sent to someone prior to the game happening.
What? That means this would be all over ESPN if you did this and shit like that. Is it?
I can't trust any of this.
Yeah.
This is like some Thomas Massey text shit. No, I don't believe it.
All right, well, let's not get political. Thomas Massey. Come on, man.
Hey, man, I'm not leaning. By the way, that's my boy in the chat, El Delu. So say hi. What's up, brother? He's from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Hey.
That's your boy? That's your boy?
What's Crimson Desert?
That's my boy.
Or me playing Crimson. It's a video game, isn't it?
Is it a game?
I think so. You're the gamer, Snoop.
I'm the. How the fuck am I the gamer? I didn't even play games until I hurt my foot a couple of years ago. How am I the gamer?
No return. Hey, did you see my shirt, by the way?
I was going to ask you about that. Like, are you some kind of DARPA agent? Like, what's going on?
Come on, look at that. That is a find right there. That is some Terminator shit. Come
I'll
on.
be back.
You're a Fed. I knew it.
By the way, the kids hadn't seen Terminator movies, so we watched Terminator 1. Don't really hold up anymore. Terminator 2 still holds up. Terminator 1.
I haven't seen any of them.
Ever?
Ever.
What?
I know.
Are you a fucking alien? Like, are you a Terminator?
Maybe.
Are you an agent?
Serious? You've never seen a Terminator movie?
I've never seen any of the Terminators. Also, get this, Carter. I've never seen any of the Star Wars either.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
You're the guy. You're the one.
Have
you seen The Matrix?
I am the one. Yes, I love it.
Right.
I love the first one. The second, not so much. The third, I don't even barely remember. But yes, the first Matrix is top 3 movie.
I love the Matrix
Atkins,
movies.
10 points, real quick. Atkins, 10 points. See what our line is.
You know what else was really good? The Animatrix.
That was good too.
Didn't
That was
see it.
good. I did see all 3 Matrix in IMAX theater one day.
Did you?
1, 2, and 3.
In
It
one
paid.
day?
Yeah, it was like a special they were doing.
That's a
It's one of
long
my-
sit. I hope they served alcohol during that.
Right.
God, can you imagine
Right.
sitting through 9 hours of Matrix?
Can you imagine paying $43 for a fucking beer? Fuck that. Sneak in your alcohol.
Well, I didn't say how you're going to get it. I didn't advocate that you go pay $43 for a beer.
Yeah, I don't advocate buying booze at a movie theater either.
Yeah.
What'd you see of the line, Carter?
Atkins, 10 points. She's negative 380. That's still a
Oh.
good value. I know you're souring on Mac, but negative 325, good value. Nochik, negative 5,000. That's not going to do anything for us. Negative 5,000. Come on.
Right?
Plum 3 threes. Why not, right?
Well,
Negative
build something you
90.
feel comfortable with and send it to me. I'll retail it and then I'll post it.
Sounds like a plan, brother. We'll do that in a few minutes.
So appreciate you coming on, Carter. Try to ask you. I try to come at this like I am actually just trying to learn, and I am. So I
Yeah,
have
I
tons
know.
of
I
notes.
appreciate all the questions. I know, like sometimes I'm my mind's a million miles ahead. So I appreciate you slowing me down and getting a little granular with it. And anytime you need me, I appreciate both you guys. You guys are doing big things, and I do appreciate you having me on.
Hey, fucking A. Go give Carter a follow, everybody. He knows his shit. Let's get a round of applause, Snoop, for Carter Calm.
Cheers! Hey.
You're just fucking up. Hold on.
Shit. What's going on here?
Hey, guys. I appreciate you.
I hope all you people at home got something out of that with Carter. Carter, I appreciate you. Have a great night with the fam. Let me know what you I'll tail and post. So
Sounds good,
appreciate
man.
you, brother.
I'll let you know. I'll text you in a few minutes.
Okay. Snoop, tell the folks at home about your guest, about your awesome recording that we're about to show the people.
Dude, so I talked to Behold a Pale Horse, and everybody go follow him. I will put up his as soon as I find it here. And dude, what a great conversation. This guy's a former baseball player, and he's just all into, pointing out the obscurities, if you will, in sports today. So it was a great conversation, and I want to have him back again. But everybody go to Behold a Pale Horse on Twitter, X, and check him out. But everybody, please enjoy this episode, and then we will get right back to you in about 45 minutes or so after the interview's over. But check it out. This dude is the man, and give him a follow as well. Here it is.
Cheers, everybody.
All right, everybody. This is going to be a fun one today as I'm talking to Behold a Pale Horse. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, Snoop. I'm excited.
Now, what do you want me to call you? Behold, Mr. Horse? What would you like to be called?
I mean, I've been called worse. You know, you can call me Pale, call me Behold, or whatever floats, man.
I'm going to call you Pale because Behold is a little too close to the beehole, so I don't want to call you that.
Yeah. That's what the guys call me, Pale. That's fine.
All right, Pale. So, dude, tell me just a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? Like, you don't have to dox yourself or anything.
Yeah. I mean, I laugh. I was going to tell you parts unknown. I mean, just call it the Midwest.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you so the name Behold a Pale Horse, I familiarize that with Bill Cooper, wrote that book. Is that where you are getting the name from or what?
Precisely. I didn't know what to call myself. I had an awakening many years ago in my life, and I was reading that book at the time.
Okay.
And when a lot of dots connected for me, I was reading that book, and I said, I'm going to call myself that book on Twitter or whatever. And my hope was at the time, well, I didn't have really any followers then, but my hope was just anybody that was curious would search that and they would go read that book.
Let's talk about that awakening for a minute. When did that happen? And was there something like that happened in your life to cause this awakening or?
Yeah. Well, it's been a slow journey, I guess you'd say. A million tiny cuts have been made on me. I've been kind of just put in weird spots in life. I used to play baseball and at a high level, and then I've learned, I don't know, I guess 8 to 10 years ago, the world's not quite how we thought, right? Or how I thought. And it'd be nice if it was how we believed on the surface, and that includes, sports. So I don't know if there was ever one aha moment, but I would say in the last, 8 to 10 years, I've just kind of started to think a little deeper beyond the surface. Most people are, programmed to call that a conspiracy theorist, but
Right.
really, I'm just a person that, thinks deeply and doesn't discount any possibility of something.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Like when you start to connect dots, you start seeing the world so much differently, and it's not to say that it's all conspiracy, but
Yeah.
it's just, things aren't always what they seem,
Yeah.
So, and I never read the book, Behold a Pale Horse, but I've heard quotes from it, and I'm familiar with Bill Cooper. I've seen some of his videos and lectures and stuff. He's a fascinating character, that
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, in a world of imitation brands, I think he was actually one of the few real deals, which is I think why he met his untimely ending.
Yeah,
Guys
absolutely.
like that are far and few between.
Absolutely. And Alex Jones was one of those people that kind of awakened me.
Oh,
I
cool.
I used to watch and listen to Alex Jones shit 20 years ago. And
Yeah. Well,
but
then I know we're going to get along okay. I didn't know what I was walking into, right? You never know. So I
Sure.
know you're vetted enough.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I don't try to do any gotcha type stuff. I mean, I talk to all kinds of different people, from
Yeah.
musicians to sports guys and anything in between. And it's not about gotcha stuff. I'd rather just have a conversation and talk
Yeah.
about stuff.
Well, I mean, I'm a
Uh,
strange bird, but I don't think you're going to think I'm all that strange now. Now that
no,
that
but you know what though? Normal's boring.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I would rather talk to somebody
Yeah.
that's a little bit strange. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because that's where you find out like interesting information and you can learn something.
Yeah,
I
idea
mean, if we
expansion.
right, if we were all the same boring person talking, I mean, golly, that would just it'd be so boring. Like,
Yeah.
but so you said you played baseball,
Yeah. I
and
did.
so how has this awakening affected your love of sports? I mean, obviously you
Yeah.
had some love of sports if you played baseball.
Loved it dearly. Yeah. Baseball is indirectly responsible for everything I have in my life. It's how I met my wife. It's gotten me jobs due to teammates I played with. I mean, I've worked, for major league organizations. However, as I've kind of come to see things, I realized I'm glad I didn't make it further. I'm really glad that I wanted to play in the pros and I didn't make it. I'm glad I didn't make it. I'm glad I don't work in pro sports. And I don't look at it in a negative connotation. I just look at it as for what I see it as. And I used to believe that sports were like, oh wow, they just keep outdoing themselves with these incredible games. And now I see it through a different lens of, it again, it's not that, it's their, getting these results to kind of like pro wrestling did.
Mhm.
Pro wrestling continued to kind of outdo itself until they hot shotted themselves, where you'd seen every finisher done 8 times. And I feel like sports are entertainment and they're a form of entertainment. And it's healthy to take it on surface value for that, but not build your entire identity around, which is when I was a player, that's that was who I was, and it just shouldn't take on that kind of meaning for a fan, especially.
Yeah. What are your thoughts as far as betting? Should it be
Yeah.
legal?
Man, I was a guy who, when I got out, I was betting, illegally until it was legal. And I think that legal is okay. What I do think needs to go is the player props. And we can get into that later, but I think the player props are what's causing the true issue. You're always going to have gambling. It's been around a long time, but I don't think sides and totals are causing the problems that the player props and the betting markets, the stuff you can bet on is out of control. It's out of control, and it does need some normalization, and it would, I think, improve some of the quality of what we see on screen.
So, I grew up in Las Vegas, and
Cool.
I grown up around gambling and sports betting my whole life.
Nice.
As I get older, and the more and more I learn about entertainment agencies, and you mentioned wrestling, and that it's that all of our leagues, the NBA, the NFL, MLB, they're all entertainment organizations. So therefore, they can control the outcomes if they choose
Yes.
to, and you cannot sue them for that.
And a lot of people don't, a lot of people don't know that, or they just bypass that quickly, if they're presented that.
So this is where the problem lies with me when it comes to gambling on sports, is that how can it be legal, or why should it be legal if they can choose the outcome?
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's legalized theft at that point. And, the common person's trying to hit a moving target. It also leaves open the door for what people aren't thinking of. I mean, they can essentially, if a guy's bet on to get too many points in a basketball game, or too many receptions, or hit too many homers, there's an easy way to change that. Right. And that's what I believe is going on. And shout out to your Vegas roots. The first time I ever placed a baseball bet, it was the Tropicana Sportsbook. It was like a study hall. I think they had chalkboard lines written on there. I was in heaven. It was really cool. It was a great time. And I miss the Tropicana and the smell of it till this day.
Yeah, it's no longer
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
They're making way for the stadium to be built there.
The Vegas A's. Yeah.
Yeah, the Las Vegas A's. I keep saying that's where Kyler Murray's playing next year. So I want to pull up a post of yours I got here.
All right.
And,
now we're going to get wild.
Well, not too wild. This is just
All right.
something we've been talking about this week on.
I'll tell you, Snoop, it all runs deep, man.
It does. It does. I used to be a ball boy for the Suns, so I mean, I have a lot of love for sports, and
Okay.
it's like I'm not a hater. I still enjoy it, even though I think that a lot of things are fixed and could be rigged. I still enjoy watching the games. You know what I mean? I love.
Sure. I mean, let me put it this way. My little boy loves going to a big league baseball game, and there's something about, just like my dad, God rest his soul, he and I bonded over that for a long time. And, there's still something beautiful about, blending and bonding generations, through that tradition. That's what's good about it.
There's
Some of
nothing
the
like
other-
seeing a game
Yeah.
at Wrigley Field, man. Like some of
Yeah.
my earliest memories were at Wrigley Field, and it's just there's something that just really captures a part of you when you're just
100%.
like I don't know. It's just like the vibe, It's just like
Yeah, it's a beautiful place to just have a combo for a couple hours. That part of the game is definitely beautiful. And honestly, a lot of people don't need to look beyond that. But there is something, I guess you'd say, more at play. What post do you have in mind?
well, the Wembyana stuff has been big this week. So I wanna show this post that you had put up when he dished
The
out
elbow.
that nasty elbow, right?
Sure.
And then I want to talk about it after we watch this video here.
So we got Victor Wembanyama getting a flagrant 2. What's that mean? And now we're off to the races in the rigged harvest. It's funny. I don't remember what I said on a lot of those, and I don't rewatch them, so that's funny.
Well, so we talked about this last night on The Pick Is In, and the no suspension kind of baffles me. But when they're rigging the things and it's all Masonic theater, like you said in the video, I guess that's to be expected, I mean,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
showed another play, and I'm sorry I don't have the clip here ready to go, but we showed another similar type play from years ago from Meta World Peace.
Sure.
And
I saw that
he-
on your pod.
Yeah, and he was suspended 7 games, and
Right.
6 out of those 7 games were playoff games.
Right.
So, I've heard other people's take saying, "Oh, I'm okay with the punishment because this is a primetime game," and fuck that, dude. When the
Right.
Suns were so close to making the finals against the Spurs, as a matter of fact. I forget the exact year it was, but they suspended like 2 of their top players and I think it was a game 6 or game 7. You know, like,
Yeah.
so I don't know. It just doesn't seem right that, you know, they're not punishing him. You know, I mean, there's nothing.
You know,
yeah.
and it's crazy. You know, in the first round, I know that it's like every team's star player left a game early. You know, including Wembanyama, and then even in that game right there, you know, it's like I was watching it, and it's like an in-game, because in-game betting is real, and you know, it was like they play on your psychology so much, and you know, it's like they show you that, you know, Anthony Edwards, he's grabbing his knee and he's got a big sleeve on his knee, and you're like, oh boy, you know, so that's probably letting people unload on the Spurs live. What happens in a minute? When Wembanyama throws the elbow, he's gone, and then, you know, obviously Minnesota's, you know, wins the game from there. And it's not like it's a role player these days. You know, they're using the big guys for the big spots, you know, leaving the games with the injuries and, you know, ejections and stuff like that. And it's like they kind of tell on themselves a little bit.
Yeah. I have another clip here I want to play real quick. This is LeBron James talking about the game the last week in Toronto.
Thank you, RJ Barrett. Appreciate it. Haven't seen a shot in Toronto like that since Kawhi. Something about those rims.
Oh boy.
You know, yeah, but yeah.
I mean, he's just throwing it in our face right there.
I know the shot you're talking about.
I mean, yeah, and but he's telling us right there something about those rims.
Well, they have to tell. They have to tell you, you know, and that's the thing a lot of people don't want to hear is they do tell you in so many words. I mean, you know, Redick's talked about it. You know, LeBron told you right there. Like the NBA has had commercials, you know, I think it was with Baron Davis talking about, you know, the magnet shots. Now, I will say, I don't know that I call it magnets. I think a lot of the guys that run in my circle call it magnets. But all I mean by that when I say magnets is shot manipulation for makes or misses, you know, and that's, I do believe 1000%, I would bet my life they do have a method to control that.
Well, you know, a lot of people say magnets, and I'm starting to lead towards drones.
Yeah, I have a buddy that has a page that says it's drones. He's actually filmed a drone at the arena in the NCAA and said, you know, whatever end this drone was on, the shot making was insane. You know, again, we'll never probably know that full method, but there is a patent out there. You know, you can find it on the internet. It's for basketball goal shot making technology. I mean, again, if we can hit other countries with a missile, you know, this is $1 billion industry. They have the technology to make or miss shots. And these guys, you know, they can make or miss any shot they need. I mean, I've seen enough thousands of spots in games that dealt with a certain number, and you could just tell the casino knew it was going to get that number, and the guys make the shots or the guys miss the shot. I mean, it's not left up to chance. I mean, it's just, it couldn't be by chance to the way I've seen it bounce, you know, thousands of times. It just couldn't be. It's mathematically impossible.
Right, and it's really incredible how close the books always are.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck do they know?
Like, you know what I said when I was young, you know, and you probably heard this growing up in Vegas, is like people say, oh man, you know, Vegas sure knows how to set a line. You know, I said that in my young 20s. I did. And then I started to kind of, in my 30s, I was like, you know, how, right? And this was before algorithms and AI, you know, and now that I'm in my 40s, I'm like, you know what? There's no way you could set a line like this unless you had like prior knowledge of the result that you could count on. And that's where I'm like, okay, now I get it. They know who's going to win the first half. They know who's going to win the game. They know what the total is going to be. So they're fine, fielding action on these things. And if too much action comes in on one side, there's probably a way that, it could be subject to change on the fly. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to show this clip, and then I want to get into like the Tim Donaghy stuff for a second. But
Okay.
Because we were just talking about magnets and drones, but here's Steph Curry hitting these full court shots back to back to back. Like, I mean,
right. Yeah. People tried to tell me this was AI. This is real. Just whooping it up. Look at that. Unbelievable. He's having fun with the system there.
Yep. I mean, that's just wild, and there has to be manipulation there. I mean, I don't care how much you practice to knock 5 of those out in a row is amazing, if that's real, which I don't believe it is. There's got to be some sort of manipulation there, I feel like, and I mean, I used to play basketball, and I remember we would have games and we would shoot to see who gets the ball first in the game, and so we would go back and forth, we'd both be knocking down 15 in a row just to see who gets the ball to start the game. We haven't even got the game started yet. So, I mean, I know it's possible to make shots, but.
Yeah. And let me preface that. I mean, these guys are incredible. They're all world. I mean, I've been around big leaguers. I know they're like cyborgs. These NBA players are type of guys who can hit 49 jumpers in a row without any manipulation. That's how good they are. So when a guy scores 16 points, and his in-game prop is 17, and then he proceeds to go the second half 0 for 11 conveniently, that becomes harder for me to believe. I've just seen it too many times. I think these guys can make or miss any shot they need to, by hook or crook.
Yeah. I have one more quick little video here about manipulation and whatnot. Look at this golf ball right there.
The mouse ball with the rotary, yeah.
You think this is a makeable bunker shot?
I don't know. Roy doesn't seem too happy with somebody. What's going on here?
Is there a remote control ball there? And it's going to be hard to control it from the water.
So, I mean, the technology is there,
Oh, without a doubt. Again, you're dealing with $1 billion industry. I mean, I think that these leagues should be viewed as, they're on a government level of power. All of them. They have access to stuff, I believe, that will probably blow all of our minds.
Yeah. So I'm sure you're familiar with the Tim Donaghy story, correct?
Yeah. I remember it as a kid, Kings Lakers, and the Kings soundly outplayed them in that series. And I think that, I'll never forget the Game 7 blatantly, they just gave that game to the Lakers. Otherwise, Sacramento would have moved on. Now, this is before, the evolving of betting and technology. And this, what was it, 20 years ago? About 25?
I don't think it's been that long.
It hasn't been that long? Okay.
It might be 15 to 20, getting close to that, maybe.
Yeah.
I could look it up, but what I'm wondering is like, Tim Donaghy was convicted, went to jail, for fixing games, and he had a whole crew of people working for him and with him, and some of those guys are still reffing in the NBA today.
Yeah.
Scott Foster mainly is the one that comes to mind for me, and I remember just a few years ago when the Suns were in the finals. Okay. And anybody that is familiar with Chris Paul knows that him and Scott Foster, whenever Scott Foster's reffing his games, he has like some absurd record, like 0-20 or something like that. And I was watching the game knowing this already, right? So I was just maybe paying a little more attention than I probably would have if I didn't know about this connection. And I'm thinking Chris Paul is in on it too, because it looks like he's shaving points. Like, you can blame Scott Foster all you want, but man, Chris Paul looked just as guilty to me.
Man, I'm so glad you went in that direction. I think there's two ways people can look at it. I think there's one way they should look at it. I think you have to think of the referees as an accessory. Too many people are like, I believe there's some fishy business going on in sports, but it's done by officiating in the NFL or a ref in basketball or an umpire in baseball. They use that as the smoking gun or the red herring, and that is what the masses will talk about after the game is the calls, the bad calls. That is not how they're fixing the games. Again, the players, the refs, and the league itself, in my opinion, they're all working in conjunction, for the same result. Both teams know who's winning and losing. And yes, the NBA leans into these personas. You got Tony Brothers, who the Celtics can't get past. You got the fixer, Scott Foster, and all that's fun. They've taken on personas, and he forces game sevens, and that's good for the league. But in actuality, if we're being honest, yes, putting a team on the line 30 times versus 7 is, one way to sway an outcome. But you have to remember, these guys work for the league, and they're not putting a team on the line, 30 times without the league stepping in and saying, hey, wait a second. Like the league is, they're following orders from the league. They're not, they're not doing this because of their own bias or their own, they're just, hey, the league's like, hey, the Lakers are going over tonight, and this is how you're going to call tonight's game. And, everybody's going to point the finger at you, but that's what we want. And meanwhile, everybody on the other team's going to go on, hit their unders, on their points, rebounds, assists, so have you.
Yeah. Is it possible that only a select few are in on it, and maybe perhaps a majority of players are actually?
Great question. So I've thought about this a lot. I've been talking to some athletes or trying to talk to some who would shoot me straight. My opinion is they all know that it is infringed upon. Okay, they're not stupid. Right. They know at least as much as we do. Right. They're not stupid. Now, I think like anything else, you've got main actors and you got supporting actors, and the guys who, you've got your star guys who they have got to be down with it all, and then you've got, a guy that's coming off the bench for a minute or two. He's probably, until he's got a bigger role, they call them roles, until he's got a bigger role, he probably doesn't, know everything. And that's why you see these guys, these Udonis Haslams, they hang on for 20 years in the league because they're trusted, they're a trusted source. And, we're just talking about basketball, but in football, same thing. You see these guys hang around the league forever, these kickers, because essentially they are trusted to, make or miss the kicks and stuff like that versus, guys coming out of college. There's probably some type of vetting system done. And my opinion is everyone knows what's going on. But some guys have a deeper knowledge of the scripts and the specifics. That's my opinion.
So I used to be a ball boy for the Phoenix Suns when I was a teenager. And my ex-fiance was a Portland Trailblazer dancer. And so she had this interesting take on things, and I've found it fascinating ever since she told me that she believes that players are just modern day slaves.
Yeah.
They're owned by the owners. They're forced under contract to live a certain way. Example, they can't do things like go snowboarding or little things like that, go skiing, where they can hurt themselves or damage their body in some way. They have rules as to how they're supposed to live and what they can and cannot do. And although they do get a nice salary, they're just slaves. And I mean, they just move the owners move them around, and trade them just like you would a slave.
Snoop, I think she was 2 feet from the pin on that. I mean, I think she was really, really on the money. And I don't know if have you seen the movie Him?
Him, Him?
Yeah.
No, I do not.
It's a Jordan Peele movie. Check it out. It's worth it. It's a football movie, but I think it goes for all sports. But my point in saying that is, I think it goes way beyond what we know. I don't even know that the contracts are what we're told. I don't know that the agreement is what we're told. I don't know that the money's even real. I think while you're useful, you have pretty much what you need financially. And I think when the league's done with you, they're done with you. And you've got to go find something else to do or continue working for the league or go into broadcasting. And I think as long as you're on the world stage, that you're taken care of. I think once you're no longer useful, and to remain useful, you've got to follow orders. And I think that these teams, there's a very dark side to that. And these NBA players are, if we're just talking NBA, I think they have handlers beyond the owners that they have to appease, and they keep these guys in line. And yes, it is like a slave environment. I think once you're in to a degree, it's you really can't get out. Like if you're an important enough guy, I think that there's guys I think that want to be done playing, and they're like, no, like you're going to play next year. We need you for this or that. And that's why I'm glad I never became a pro, to be honest, because I don't think it's at all what we believe. I really don't. I think that these guys are under a lot of pressure from some very powerful people in a way that we don't really think about.
Well, I think it's no different than, like the music business. These artists, they say, and some of them come out and say it right out, we sell our soul. You sign a contract in blood. I don't know if that's
I didn't want to go there, but I don't think that there's exceptions to that. And you've heard players. There's an interview with Trey Burke, who went to Michigan, and Trey talks about that. I've heard Derrick Rose talk about it. I think that again, once you are in, there's a certain sacrifice that you have to make, and it's not like what we think. It's not just the hard training and stuff. I think that these guys have to give up a lot, and it starts out as ball, right? On the level that me and you played, it starts out as you're an athlete, and it's this bright, shiny thing, and then I think once you get there, a lot of guys are like, man, this is brutal, and they're not at peace. They're not at peace, and that's why I think you see a lot of these NFL guys retiring so young, is they're just like, man, I don't want to get into this business this way. I don't. So they just retire right out of college, bang, gone. They don't want to go through with it. So
I think a lot of them, that's why they turn to substance abuse as well.
Sure. Oh yeah. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
And that's one of the tools that they can use to control them is substances. And let's even like sex can be thrown in there too. If you have an addiction to females, they're going to throw every female your way.
Yeah. Yeah. Larry Johnson put it really well. He's a former NFL running back. I've talked to him a few times, and
cool.
In one of his podcasts or clips, he said, essentially whatever your true persona is, like whatever your chink in your armor is, if you have a drug addiction or an alcohol addiction or women, what they'll do is they'll either give you that, or if they want to make up a PR story about you to make you seem, crazy or an alcoholic, or, they're going to use what your real weakness was. And they're going to say, oh, he had a sex scandal, or, oh, he had a drug problem. And, a lot of these stories are not, as we are told, or, he killed himself because he was suicidal. He had mental problems. Maybe the player had mental problems, but he actually did not, kill himself or, drug overdose. Yeah.
Well, like one thing that's going on right now, I'm sure you heard about, is it Brandon Clark that just
this past week?
So, like one of the things I learned about the entertainment industry is like they'll give you warnings if you look at all the things that happened with like Tupac and
Oh yeah.
DMX. You know, Tupac went to jail for rape. That was his warning. You know,
Yup.
and he didn't shut his mouth, and then he was taken out allegedly.
Sure.
And I wonder if that's, what happened here with Brendan Clark, because if you know, just I believe it was last month, I think in April, he was arrested, I think, for drugs, so there's the setup,
Right.
and
Right.
then look, he ODs, they're saying,
Sure.
and
Yeah,
that's a perfect, easy thing for them to pull off and say, oh,
exactly,
well,
man.
he OD'd. We didn't kill him, he OD'd.
Right. Yeah. So I was actually looking at Brandon Clark's Instagram page. I remember when he was drafted alongside Ja Morant. I thought he was going to end up, a great player. If you start out looking at his Instagram page when he's in high school, it starts out just bright, hopeful kid. Um, and as you scroll upward, man, it starts to get dark. And he's got the walls of his home have a lot of esoteric paintings on them, and he's sitting in dark rooms with his head down. And it's like, even if he wasn't passed, you would say to yourself, this is a young man who I think entered the arena expecting one world, and he went into a world of darkness. Now, what happened to him, I can't speak on, but I think it's just a really good example of like, I don't know that Brandon Clark OD'd on drugs. I think there's probably a 50-50 shot that he was no longer useful to them, and there's some type of sacrifice system that happens with these guys, and they ritual sacrifice them, and it's done in other industries, and that is something that was a bridge too far for me a few years ago, but I've been told about that happening, and I know it happens. And so when people think that that's crazy, it's not. It really happens. I mean, I know of ones that happen, real ones.
Yeah. Yeah, well, like you said, they keep them around as long as they can, as long
Yep.
as they're needed. I mean, look
Yeah.
at someone like, LeBron James is still, I guess you could say he's playing at an elite level, but that's how they're scripting it, But I mean, he's
Yeah.
23 years into the league or something like that. And then you look at, someone like, say, Frankie Valli, the singer, they're just putting him out on stage at 90 years old or
Just
whatever.
propping him up.
And I mean, the
Yeah.
dude can't even form a sentence, and you've got him out here trying to sing. I mean, it's really sad to see.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron's valuable to the NBA ecosystem in the same way that Hulk Hogan was valuable to wrestling, right? It's the same kind of thing. And at some point soon, they will find a way to have to shift out of that storyline. And then, LeBron could still be used in other ways on the world stage for sure. So I don't know that they're going to just smother LeBron with a pillow when he leaves, but at some point for his position that he's had, there will be some type of cost, just like, Michael Jordan's father.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example of, I do believe Michael Jordan's father was killed.
Yeah.
Not by who we're told.
Right. So while we're talking about Michael Jordan, do you think that his first retirement in '93, do you think he was forced to take that break? Or was that just,
I don't think it's as we were told at all. I think that it had something to do with, I do think he was in serious debt. And I don't think that's why his dad was killed, but I think it was something like, in the way I believe things now, it's not like he was in trouble with the FBI or anything like that. But I think that something was going on there where they had to get him out of the league for a couple years. And his father also ended up being a sacrifice cost. But no, I don't think it was as we were told.
So you don't think his gambling had anything to do with it? Or, and I mean, this is, I know, just your opinion, obviously.
I do think it had something to do with it, yes, but I don't think he was ever going to like federal prison for it or anything. Because a lot of people say, he left so Stern could cover for him for a few years and keep him out of like, some type of gambling ring, federal prison. I don't think it was anything like that, but I also don't believe it was because he loved baseball and wanted to honor his dad. I don't think that either.
I'll tell you, one of the most surreal moments of my life was sitting in a sports book with Pete Rose. Dude,
oh yeah, I met Pete out there at Caesars one time.
Yeah, if that's exactly where we were, it was at Caesars.
Yeah, yeah. Pete was interesting to I mean, he's from a different time, and it's funny when I met him. I had a Nextel phone that had access to the internet. It was like 2004, and walked past him. He said, "Hey kid," he said, "San Diego win today? You got that phone got scores on it?" I said, "Yeah." And he said, and I'm like, "No, they lost." He's like, "Damn it." So he was obviously still betting, even then.
Oh yeah. I guess one final thing I want to talk to you about before we wrap it up here is your thoughts on like numerology and gematria.
Yeah.
And how that plays into things.
Sure. So numerology is definitely a thing. What I want people, if they hear this, to think about is the number 33.
Mm-hmm.
They love to show that 33 where they can show it. All sports were created by a Freemason at some point. You can look that up. But the 33 is the master builder number, and they are basically, that's also the number that Jesus Christ was killed at, which is the masses. That is the God that everyone worships. So the sports a lot of times will show that 33, just to remind you. Some people say it's to mock Christ. I don't think it's that. I think my theory of that is it's more to just let you know you are watching Masonic theater. So you are watching a production. You're watching something that has been produced. It is falsely produced. So again, they're telling you when they show you 33, it could be on a player's jersey, it could be on the clock, it could be the score tied at that. They're showing you that, and that's just so they don't face karmic retribution. Now, the gematria, and I have a lot of friends in my Discord that use it to, I guess you'd say, decode. I personally don't believe in that. I don't believe that we're living by, and I've tried to understand. I don't believe that we're living by some pre-written code that codes all of our lives and all the games. But I do think numerology is a very, very, very real thing, and I think that you will. The more you are aware of it, the more you'll see it, pop up. And there are a lot of connections in. If you go back to any football game or NBA game, a lot of times in the big games, if you look in the box scores, you're going to find some weird 33s in there, even, in the scores, the times, the attendance. I mean, you'll just see it everywhere. So,
Yep. And it's funny, once you start seeing it, you can't stop seeing it. I mean, it really is everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. And I mean, I remember when I first awoke to this, and I noticed that by myself, just through like studying stuff. But I went back and looked at some crazy NFL games when I was a kid that I remembered, and just the amount of stuff that happened, from the 33-yard line in those games on Football Reference. I'm like, oh my gosh, this has been going on since the 90s, since the 80s, and so that blew my mind. It really did.
Yeah, it's all fascinating to me, man, and I'm really glad that I got to talk to you today because it's this is something that's near and dear to my heart, as someone that played sports, someone that's been around sports and entertainment their whole life. And, it's just, I don't know.
Well, let me tell you, Snoop, I mean, it is exciting to this day to be like, I wonder where they're going to go with this one. I mean, that is still highly, highly interesting, no matter whether you think it's predetermined or not. I mean, I can't wait to see tonight if they've got the Cavs going through like I think, and they've got Minnesota sending it to Game 7. That's and that's why I turn it on. Because it's compelling. It's like a male soap opera, right? But that's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah, it is a soap opera, all right.
Who do you got tonight?
It's dramatic. You threw me with the Minnesota pick there. I really feel like the Spurs could wrap it up. You know, maybe the NBA wants the game 7, so you know that could very easily happen. And I think the Cavs wrap it up too.
Nice.
I got the Knicks winning it all.
I think you could be right, man. I told my buddy that's a Knicks fan. I think it's going to be a good year for him. I think everybody's counting on Oklahoma City so much, almost in the way they were like the Patriots to win the Super Bowl. And I don't know. I've got this weird feeling about the Knicks.
You know, my bracket was fucked right out the gate because I had the Nuggets
Denver
going to the finals. Yeah, I had the Nuggets.
That's kind of who I thought too. They kind of remind me of the Buffalo Bills from this past playoffs. Like same type of position. Like I it just seemed so obvious to me, and then they got put down early. So I was with you on that. I kind of thought they would win too.
Yeah. But man, I sure thank you for taking time out of your busy day to talk to me, and I'll let you know when this is going to go up, and I'll definitely send you links. And you're more than welcome back anytime. If you just want to come on and talk, just hit me up, and
Dude,
I'll
great.
have you on anytime you want. And man, I enjoy the content you post.
Yeah,
so
me too.
I'll
give this to I run a Discord with like about 1,000 guys. I'll put it in there, and I'm sure they'll love listening to it. So, man, I've enjoyed talking to you. You're good people. I'd love to come back on, and thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, everybody go follow Behold a Pale Horse. He posts amazing content every day.
I wouldn't go that far. You're giving me too much credit now.
Don't hang up just yet, pal.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Thank you. So, dude, what do you think about what Pale is saying?
Dude, yeah, it was a good conversation. I liked a lot of what he had to say. Very respectful in how he went about it, and cool, calm manner. Like I liked it. Good shit, Snoop.
Yes, and that's there's something to be said about the calm and cool collect, like you just said. Like a lot of the people that are into these type of theories want to just fucking come aggressive. They want to hit you with it. But this dude was just calm and cool and just delivered the facts, delivered the stats, just talked about it, and that's what it's all about, is just being able to articulate the message.
Yeah. I'm sorry I couldn't be a part of that. Good stuff, Snoop. It was a good talk.
Yeah.
I would definitely want to be on it next time. And yeah, dude, that was good shit. Good shit.
Yeah, I wish you could have been a part of it because, I feel like there was some questions that you probably would have asked him that would have, really fed into the content there. But I mean, dude, he's amazing. We'll probably have him on, I hope, in the future. He's amazing. Everybody go follow at Behold a Pale Horse on X. Dude, he's so cool, that guy.
You want to talk a little Suns history? Should we talk a little Suns?
Yeah, go ahead. What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got?
All right, so let's see. So on this date, folks, so basically in a nutshell, guys, we've been doing this. So we're on once a week. So anything that's happened on this day in the last week, we post. So like on May 16th, 2007, Amari Stoudemire and Boris Diaw, who left the bench after Robert Horry body checked Steve Nash. This is a game that's very sensitive to Suns fans, but it's a memory, and we talk about this constantly. I think you mentioned it in an interview, correct? Right, with the Suns back in the day. You mentioned this, so this is rolling right through it. But let's show a little highlights from that game back in 2007. Good, Snoop?
Yeah.
All right.
Game 5 between the Suns and Spurs from the U.S. Airways Center. Steve Nash, Tim Duncan, both two-time MVPs, but no Amari, no Boris Diaw, and no Robert Horry due to suspensions. Here we go. Steve Nash, awesome dime right there to Shawn Marion, who had a huge first half, 20 points, 11 rebounds at halftime. Then Kurt Thomas, the blow-by on Tim Duncan, part of a 20-2 Suns run. They led by 11 after one. Marion for three. It's good. I told you he was hot in the first. 38-24 Suns. We go to the second half. 11-point lead for the Suns at the break. That's when Tim Duncan went to work. That caps a 9-2 Spurs run. They're within 4. And then Nash carving up the D, scooping to the hoop, and it's good. Steve Nash puts his team up 62-53. But end of the third, ball tapped, Bones Berry into the corner. Manu Ginobili, a 3-ball at the end of the third, and we head to the fourth quarter with a 6-point Suns lead, at which point Manu Ginobili picked up right where he left off, bangs a 3 right there to make it a 4-point game. And then Manu Ginobili once again is going to get it back from Oberto, his Argentine teammate on that U.S. national team. We got a 2-point game. Manu was awesome, 26-10 in this game. Then Nash for 3, 5-point lead for the Suns with 6:10 to go. Then Nash to Kurt Thomas, plus the bump from Duncan. He says, "What did I do? You fouled him, Tim." 77-69. But Tony Parker with his team down 2 ties the game at 79 with 2.5 to go. Late in the game, under a minute to go. We are tied at 81. Parker the kick. Bowen from his spot, and he hits the 3. Pretty good close by Nash, but it's 84-81 Spurs. Last chance for the Suns, but Nash's foot was on the line. The shot not even close anyway. Gutsy effort from the Phoenix Suns. They basically played 6 guys, and they ran out of gas.
So that of Haywood, I was supposed to have highlights of the hip check and coming off, but little highlights from that game. But what's your talk about it? You remember watching this game, Snoop?
Dude, no, that was in my my dark years. If you want to get into that, we can talk about that on a whole nother podcast. But no, it's just, we talked about it briefly a couple weeks ago, with, is this shit rigged? Is it just, are they predetermining outcomes? Like, what happened in San Antonio that year was a travesty, it feels like it's still happening today. I want to play a video right now because just after that interview with Behold a Pale Horse, and we talked about James Goldstein a couple weeks ago. So I have another video, but
I asked you if you had any more if you want to talk about for Suns, but yeah, we could talk about that. I want to discuss more about this game, so whatever you think.
Yeah. Here, just let's watch this video real quick here.
Can you believe this man right here? He loves the NBA so much that he just spends $500,000 a year on tickets. There are some conspiracy theorists that actually believe he's not a fan at all, but he's just the broker that makes deals with the superstars that sell their soul and make sacrifices in exchange for winning championships. If you're newer to sports and conspiracy theories, a lot of people believe that Michael Jordan was hysterically crying, rolling around on the ground after he won his championship because he sacrificed his father's life in exchange to win the NBA Finals. Today, this article came up on my feed and I could not help but to notice that it was published on June 6th, 6-6. Now, Lil Wayne references him in his song Kobe Bryant. If you don't know about Kobe, he scored 81 points, his signature game, on his 666th game, and he also would brag about his offseason workout plan that was the 666 workout plan. I immediately went to fact check this. I pulled up Lil Wayne's song Kobe Bryant, looked at the lyrics. Sure enough, right there in this line, shout out to Goldstein. This is where it gets crazy. So the Spurs' best 2 players, Wemby and Castle, number 5 and 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. They're also trying to lead the Spurs to their 6th championship 6 years after Kobe Bryant passes away. And they are referred to as Area 51. There's been a lot of hype around aliens and outer space. I'm sure you've seen it on social media and on the television. Well, the Knicks won a game against the Hawks. Biggest blowout in NBA history. You can check the score right there. They won by 51 points. If the Spurs beat the Thunder and the Knicks beat the Cavs, you're going to have a rematch of the 1999 NBA Finals, which was the Spurs' first championship Coach Greg Popovich's first championship as a head coach. If you believe this is all a coincidence, you probably don't care, but if you think that there's some truth to this conspiracy theory, well, what better sacrifice could Wemby make than Coach Popovich, his dear friend, his first ever NBA coach, someone who's beloved by all Spurs fans. If you flip the 1999 championship, 1999 upside down is 666, and then the number 1, like Wemby. Of course, I don't really believe in any of this. It's all fake. This is just for entertainment purposes only. And by the way, if you want to make some money off of this, you can get the Polymarket app. Use promo code SPURS. That's going to allow you to skip the wait list. And when you put 20 bucks in, you get 50 for free. Throw the 70 bucks on the Spurs, and you can make 270.
Boom, there's your betting line. I mean, you're into that shit, right?
True. That was fucking crazy.
Right?
That's fucking crazy. Yeah. This, how do you pronounce his name? The guy you keep talking about? The guy with the creepy looking guy, right? The hair. He's at the LeBron game, first row, looking at him. What was his name again?
Goldstein. Yeah.
You know much about this character?
I don't. Right. But I have more footage of him, and I have some Shaq stuff after this. Hold on, let me pull this up real quick here. Boom.
James Goldstein, something isn't right about this guy. Why do so many celebrities and athletes, and the list goes on, why do they feel the need to take pictures with this guy and hang around this guy? Case in point, here he is with Lil Wayne. And here he is palling around with LeBron James. Again, there is something off about this guy. And he seems to have a strong connection to the NBA, and he seems to have a strong connection to a lot of these athletes and celebrities, and the list goes on. I mean, here he is just recently with Paul Skeen's girl, Livy Dunn. And again, it's just very bizarre. It's almost as if there is some type of contract required when you get to certain levels, and one of the contracts involve this guy right here. Again, I don't know what is going on, but you have to admit this guy is very strange. And here he is with Kendrick, and again, it seems as if he is around a lot of these celebs and stuff, almost as if he's another Michelle Lamey. I don't know, but you have to admit there is something very strange about this guy.
Actually, now I remember, I think I saw him on a sideline of an NFL game once years back. Crazy.
Yeah. I got one more little clip of Shaq here talking about how things are scripted.
Your rings real?
No.
Oh. So it was scripted. You knew you was getting them.
Of course, all day, every day.
Yeah. So I knew you was getting them that year.
I did.
Yeah.
There's a script.
True story. I never told the story. In the first round, my first championship, in the first round, I forget who we were playing. I hear Phil Jackson tell Gary Vitti, hey, get us some hotels in Indiana, because that's where we're going to play in the finals. This was like before game one in the finals, and like it didn't hit me until we got to Indiana.
Your rings real?
Wow. Oh, I've seen that. That's fucking crazy.
It is fucking crazy.
And the way he reacted, of course, like, well, crazy.
Did you ever hear Shaq say that he was in an elevator with Stevie Wonder, and he swears to God that Stevie Wonder could see him?
Yep. Fucking crazy ass story. Yeah, he I don't remember the details of it, but yeah. He's not really blind. Wears the glasses. It's all cover up, but yeah.
Yeah, well, dude, I don't think he's blind either. Like, because there's video of him. He was on stage doing a show with Paul McCartney, and Paul McCartney runs in front of him, right? And his head hits the microphone. Paul McCartney's head hits the microphone, and the microphone falls over, and Stevie Wonder catches it.
Whoa.
Like, there's video footage of that. So if you're blind, how do you catch a falling microphone?
I don't know. That's fucking crazy.
Right?
That's fucking crazy. But hey, I found a little footage of Nash getting hit checked. I'd like to pull that up, unless you got any more other stuff from NBA non-Suns.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go. That was not a flagrant, I believe. They called it a regular foul. I want to rewind it. Is he getting ejected in today's day?
I mean, Wemby didn't even get suspended,
We're
for the
fine.
fucking football.
Right, we're fined. I'm like,
But-
I was trying to find footage of Boris and Amari's feet. They literally had 1 foot inbounds, 1 foot out of bounds when they came off the bench, and that was a rule. If you left the bench, you got suspended. But that Suns team was pretty good. Kurt Thomas, remember that guy? That guy was fucking badass. A lot of people don't know this. He led college in scoring this last year, which is unlike how he played in the NBA. You thought of him as like what, a 10 and 10 guy, 12 and 10 guy, 12 and 8, right? Role player. But yeah, the next game, D'Antoni only played 6 or 7 players. We're up 8 or 9 with like 3 minutes left. End up losing that game thanks to the NBA. Appreciate you guys. No salute. But
that just leads into, some of the things that, I talked about with Behold, is it's scripted, So, let me ask you an honest question right now. Like, we talk about this quite frequently on our podcast here about, if things are scripted or fixed or whatever. I mean, hell, the name of the show came from The Fix Is In, the fix meaning it's rigged. So why wouldn't the NBA fix games?
Money's a dangerous thing.
Why wouldn't they? I mean, if they have the opportunity and availability and it's allowed to do, why wouldn't they? It's like that movie Rat Race.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
It's a good movie, if you haven't seen it. I forget. It's a remake of another one. Shit. I forget the name of it. But it's also very good, the movie. I forget the name of it right now. But, why wouldn't they fix it if they could? Like, if you own an entertainment agency, you want to get the highest ratings possible. So if ensuring something to make your ratings better, why wouldn't you do that? It's business.
It's business. It's money.
It's bullshit.
Oh man! Remember Cotton Fitzsimmons, brother?
No, who is he? Why don't you tell me about him?
Oh, whatever. So on this date, May 16th, 2021, 3-time Phoenix Suns head coach. That's crazy. It's 3 times. I always forget about that. And Ring of Honor member Cotton Fitzsimmons was elected to the Basketball Hall of Fame in the 2021 class. Cotton Fitzsimmons finished 6th all-time in coaching wins. Very underrated coach. Not a lot of people even know who he is. 832 W's in the association is freaking impressive, Snoop.
Dude, 800. Do you know how many years it takes you to win 832 games?
Right. It's only 82 in a season. All right. And you're not winning all of them.
If you go undefeated for 10 years, you still don't hit that mark.
Right. That's really impressive. That's a good point. You go undefeated for 10 years, you don't even hit that.
Yeah.
But Cotton was the man. Best coach in Suns history. Right? Would you say so? Right?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, man. I met him. He was a fucking gentleman when I met him, and just he was one of those people you feel their energy. I talk about it a little bit on both podcasts. Like, there's just certain people, when you come across them and you meet them, you just feel the vibe from them. And he was one of them, He was something special.
Never met him, Snoop, and I've always heard from everybody that met him. He was just got a great vibe to him, good heart. Never heard anything bad about him. You only heard anything bad just from players because he was hard on his players, but that's how he was, He's one of the few coaches. Remember this? If the unit wasn't doing good as a 5, he would pull all 5 out at once. Not many coaches done that. And that I forget that he was a 3-time Phoenix Suns coach. There was a small piece there somewhere in between it. But man, guy's a legend, Hall of Famer. Shout out to him. Rest in peace. His wife's awesome too. He's great with the Phoenix Suns family. And I know the Phoenix Suns family take care of him very well over the years, just like you pointed out.
Yeah. We got a breaking commercial break right here. Let's go ahead and see this. So I gotta ask you, what's that guy doing out there without a sombrero or something to, shield his face from the sun, man? That's wild.
Crazy. Is part of Booker's shoe promotion, right? There's this McDonald's in Sedona that's like a blue logo instead of the golden arches. There's more to the story I don't know about. There's a full length video of Booker that put out. But what is he doing out there? Ronald McDonald. Did you see the whole video that Book put out?
Oh, you mean this one?
Thank you, Snoop.
What the?
Ronald?
It's amazing to me how many people ran with like a conspiracy about this fucking video here. Like, man, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm not hating on conspiracy. I'm all for it. A lot of people are looking at the first video specifically, the one with Ronald sitting on the bench with the green shoes, and like they're trying to say, oh, the shoes turn green. Green means go. It means this, that, blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, settle the fuck down. It's just a shoe promotion.
Yeah, right?
I mean, what the fuck?
Even you saying this, like, come on, people.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Me, as a fucking conspiracy, I host a fucking conspiracy podcast. Everybody go check out phoneboothpodcast.substack.com and you'll see it every Monday and Saturday. Like, I mean, come on. Why does that
have to be a conspiracy? Like, it's kind of an odd commercial, though, right? So, Book has big things with this shoe line and how he promotes, but
that's what it's supposed to be. Is shocking. It's supposed to grab you. Right. You all fucking fell for it.
Right.
Jeez Louise.
You have a lot of people ask you about it this week.
Also, Book, if you want to send me a pair, bro, I love your shoes.
I concur. They're some of the best shoes I've ever owned. They're comfortable.
They are sick too. But
he's got the best shoe line in the NBA. Straight up, he does. All of his shoes. He's got tons of them.
Would you say they're better than Jordans?
Comfortability? Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Comfortability.
Jordans aren't comfortable.
No, they're not. They're just the looks are the number one in the game. Yeah, they look fucking phenomenal. There's hundreds, yes, but they're not comfortable. I have horrible feet, and you know this, Snoop. Like I go try
I
out
don't know
shoes.
what that means. I've never seen your feet, dude.
Well, you've been with me once when I was shoe shopping. I went through like 30 boxes before I even found a shoe. Like I don't care what they look like. It's comfortability. And Devin Booker shoes are some of the most comfortable shoes I've ever had. They're just comfortable as shit.
I don't think it was 30. I only counted 28 that day.
I had the over. Sorry.
Yeah. Typical of you.
I want to share something real quick. We shared a bet during the recording from Carter. We got 3 of the 4 legs down. The other 2 bets have not hit, but this one we need Mac to have 10. I'm not necessarily, I don't know how much he has right now, but Carter's keeping me updated. So 3 of the 4 legs are done. This one could be a banger. If we hit it, I put some money on this one. So let's rock. So thank you, Carter. Shout out to Carter Khan.
Man, I can't even imagine betting on women.
This is a new thing for me. It's a new thing for me, brother. I don't bet WNBA whatsoever. I'm a degenerate and have problems. I've never really gambled on WNBA.
No. Now I've doubled down on you're a degenerate. Like I'm definitely sure that you're a degenerate.
I trust my brother, so I'll tell his shit.
I wish you would put that much trust in me sometimes. Shit, dude. I might have to start betting women's pickleball or something just to get some trust built here. Like
women's pickleball. Is that a thing? Women's pickleball?
Well, it must be.
Oh man. Suns history. I got a little bit more. Let me see what I got. You got any Suns history or Suns stuff you want to talk about?
Probably.
Go ahead, brother.
Oh, you know what I do have? This is not Suns history.
It's all right. Well, it's NBA?
It's basketball.
All right.
It's basketball. And it involves our favorite player, Kobe Bryant. Kobe the Bean Bryant. And this is him watching Bam break his record.
What if Kobe stopped Bam's 83-point game?
Oh, hell nah. Not on my watch. Send me down there now.
All right, whatever Kobe.
83 points. 83. He let a man score 83 points on you. I don't even want to hear it. You know how many free throws he had? How many times did you just hand him the ball and say, here, please, take 2 more? That's not basketball. That's a charity event. I watched that game. I watched grown men just move out of the way like he was a car and they were traffic cones. Traffic cones with jerseys. And the refs. Don't get me started on the refs. Every time he breathed on someone, it was a foul. He shot 40 free throws. 40. You know what I did with 40 free throws? I won championships. 83 points is not a record. It's an embarrassment for everyone involved. The defense, the coaching staff, the refs, the building, the city. I had to come down there personally because apparently nobody else is going to do anything about it. You're welcome.
Follow for more. And who do you think will drop 80 next?
Who's going to drop 80 next?
Snoop Von Poop.
I like that.
There's your confidence.
That's a good guess.
I'll bet on that.
You know what? This is why you don't make money betting, because I'm not even in the fucking NBA. Okay, guy? So let me just say that.
I'll say it. Devin Booker.
Man. So let's talk about Devin Booker for a minute. What are the Suns going to do? Do we trade Jalen Green and try to find the right point guard? Do we try to trade up in the draft? Like, what do you think? And you know what? This is going to be a fun conversation because we have some upcoming guests that are Suns experts, and it'll be interesting to have this conversation and then talk to them as well. So, go.
Feeling still mutual. Feel the same. Develop our young nucleus. Try to get some point guard help somehow. If that means retaining and adding, let's do that. Jalen Green definitely is 1A as far as contracts. The money, if we do make a deal for anything, I'm okay if we don't do much. As long as we develop in-house, I think we're good. We don't have a draft pick coming up. I could see us trying to trade in. If a player slips, our scouting department's really good, especially, last year's draft. I thought we killed it, even though we haven't seen, Kelly Bray and Fleming, and Molly Watch is awesome. So I just keep course. Don't let the hoopla, come out. And, we heard from Flex that Book wasn't right. I want to know what the injury was. That would be interesting. Because people got to understand all the hate that came out still is. Fucking Devin Booker is fine for our franchise. He is our franchise player. He loves this community and our city and this team and the effort he puts in. So I think we're fine there. Forget all the haters. Yeah, Booker doesn't get a lot of love nationally, but it's okay. But, hey, if we can upgrade, if we get a Giannis, if not, it's okay. Just build in-house, man. Like we said, those rookies, those young guys, they develop 15, 20%, even just a few of them. We'll be just fine. So I'm not a fan of Mark Williams now after this season. I used to be a huge fan of him. But the $8-9 million for the option is pretty convenient, and it's not that much, but I'm worried about that foot. What's your thoughts?
I wish I got paid $9 million to fucking work like 39 days a year.
I think it was around there too.
You know what? I want to give a special shout out to a local place called the Brookside. Shout out to the Hometown Heroes.
Love that place. Anybody in the West Valley of Phoenix, go look this place up. Best place to watch any games on Sunday during the season. This place is awesome. Great owner. Shout out to Brookside.
He's okay, the owner. He's all right.
Oh, interesting. I got another Arizona sports history with the Suns. If I'd like to share, Snoop. This date, May 16th, 2000, the Phoenix Suns lost semifinals 4-1 to LA. It was KJ's last ever final game. So I got some highlights of it. Am I good to go, Snoop?
Yeah.
Whether they develop it. 1:15 to go here in the first quarter. And Harper all over Hardaway. Kidd firing a three. Kidd looking inside, loops it into Penny Hardaway, and it's knocked away. The Suns playing it. He's averaging 6 boards, 6 offensive boards. And another turnover by the Phoenix Suns. Winning the series tonight. The Lakers obviously not anxious to play an extra game later in this week and give the Blazers an advantage with the rest. Well, Kobe Bryant picking up his third.
You're trying to come out here, Dick, and just try to get it down to around 10 to go in the last quarter. Excellent job on the double team. When that power forward dives from the top of the circle, he finds him with the pass.
AC Green was shut out in Sunday's game as well. Longley, what happens? I mean, look at Philadelphia and Indiana in that series. But it hasn't been that way tonight. Here is Kidd. Bryant stays with him. Longley leaves it for Kidd, who's open. Good ball movement, but again, the Suns can't convert right now. Tip won by the Suns. Jason Kidd, and UVU said it, he's got to have a good game. He's the barometer tonight for this team. 1 for 9 shooting, no assists. Longley misses a reverse layup. Rob under 4.5 to go in the third. 24-point lead for the Lakers. Here is Day, open for 3.
Well, between Harper and Shaw, they have been getting an excellent production. They're splitting the games, 24 minutes apiece. Brian Shaw doing a terrific job point-wise.
Only has 13 points, but 21 rebounds, a series high for him.
Well, right now they're trying to play Shaq with Rodney Rogers or Cliff Robinson, and we know that it's a mismatch with size. So when Shaq goes up and misses, he can almost easily go to the offensive block.
6. Here is Robinson for 3. In and out.
So Snoop, the reason one of the reasons I'm pulling this up because it was just an ugly game for us. I think KJ only played like 6 or 7 minutes, but the Jason Kidd, Luke Longley, Penny Hardaway, Clifford Robinson. Do you have some memories from this team?
No,
Not at all.
no, because I had already moved to Vegas.
Okay. Okay. Was that
You know,
2000? So I think the Lakers were
yeah,
champions that year.
I moved in the end of '95. I was already gone by then.
Jason Kidd with blonde hair.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
sight. That's a sight. What do you think? Should he come and be an assistant coach? I mean, we already have Steve Nash as as an advisor type role, someone to guide the point guards. Is Jason Kidd necessary?
If he can
Also,
contribute,
hold
if he
on,
can
hold on.
contribute.
Before you answer, this is also a follow up part of it. Is Jason Kidd necessary, and do you think that he could be a distraction as an assistant coach, trying to recruit players to make him the coach? Like, is he a good fit?
As long as he knows his role, knows his lane, I think we can contribute would be great. If he's looking outside of his lane,
Oh my
then
God,
no.
dude, you know what, dude? That's such a political fucking answer.
It's the
Like,
truth.
no,
It's the
no,
truth, Stu.
no.
He can't. He can't. He can't come in and wanting to be the head coach. We got a head coach, and we got a really good head coach. If he wants to contribute and be an assistant and know that, and like I'm just being real, it might sound political, like canny, but yeah, he could probably give a lot to this team. He probably could. He's got roots here. So
Right. If he
I'm
knows
all
his
for it.
fucking role and shuts his fucking mouth and doesn't try to, I mean, listen, they've already fired him 3 times.
Has it been that many? Right?
Yes.
Is it trading including right? One of the firings because we traded him away, right?
Yes.
And then did we fire him when he was a coach?
Yeah.
All right. How long did he coach for here?
I don't
should
know.
that.
You have to look it up. See, dude,
Anyway.
you're supposed to be the knowledge of this podcast.
Right.
Hey, I'm not the fucking stat guy.
More homework for Haywood, but
know your role, guy.
Yeah, take my own words. Right. You have any more Sun stuff or anything at all you want to bring up, brother?
No.
No?
No. I got nothing.
All right, I got let's see here. Hold on a second. You got no more AIs? You all fold up there? You can play an older one too if you want. Older ones are badass.
No, I done played them out, and you know what? Like, we want to keep it fresh and funky on this mofo.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, pretty much that's all I got, Snoop.
Cool. Well, good night, everybody. What if we just fucking ended it right there?
Right. No more stuff on my end unless you got anything. Thank you to all the people that tuned in tonight. Appreciate Snoop, my brother. Just brings a lot to this freaking space and does a lot for me. And I love you, brother. And thank you for tonight's show. It went pretty good. I enjoyed it. Another great week. So, any final thoughts?
My final thoughts is, hey, you know what? Pull up the score of the Knicks, and then I'll give a thought.
There we go. 93-109. Knicks won. 2-0 lead now in the series.
All right.
There you
So,
go,
you
Snoop.
know what?
There you go. There you go. Six
love
more
it.
wins. You win your bracket. Six
I
more
love
wins.
it. I love it. Paul Verzi, if you're out there and watching, and I know that you are, it's always New York, baby. New York is going to win the fucking championship this year.
I
I'm
liked
all
how
for it.
Pale reacted when you said that.
Yeah. No, I mean, it just makes sense.
Does
It
So-
just makes sense. You know, Oklahoma it's cute that they won a championship, but if you want my honest opinion, they needed a championship to bring people to watch that team. If you remember correctly, before they won the championship, it was the most affordable ticket in all of sports. Like it was like $8 or something to go to a game, you know? Now they're the champions. Now they're sold out, you know? Like it needed to happen.
All right, so if the Spurs play the Knicks, how many games is that going? If that happens.
It's got to go 6.
Minimum, right? Okay. That'd be a great fucking series. That would be a really good series. Get both teams healthy.
There it is, folks. Knicks and 6.
You heard it here.
Sounds good. Looks good. Looks good. Shout out to the Brookside.
Well, love you guys. Thank you, Snoop. Tune in next week. Hopefully you got another great guest compliments of Snoop. So love you all at home.
See what happens.
Go ahead. See what happens. See what happens. So
well, maybe there's a good guest or two coming up.
Yeah.
We'll see. See.
Cheers to all the people at home. Love you guys. Until next Thursday, win some money, enjoy life. Love you guys. Have a good night.
Also, cheers to the people that don't have a home. It's for everyone. Good night, everybody.